I hope you guys are hearing me now, because it's like you guys weren't hearing me. Are you guys hearing me now? It's like you guys weren't hearing me at all. Are you guys hearing me now? I think you guys couldn't hear me. Hello, hi. Were you guys not hearing me before? Because I think I was freezing or something. You couldn't hear me. Thank you, Jirigenja. All right, but you're hearing me now. Okay, let me wait little people come up and I'll explain to you guys what this topic is all about again, and I'll let you guys continue, and I'm gonna get out of the screen and come back when I get people on. So yeah, how many are okay? Yeah, keep going, keep tapping the screen, guys. Keep tapping the screen, keep sharing. I'm gonna tell you guys what this topic is all about. This topic was started with this music, this calming, beautiful bird singing music. I love birds. And also, this topic was for us to remember who we are, build self-confidence, add more to our self-confidence, the ones that already have it, know our self-worth, look at the areas of life that we have to develop, from mental health to fitness. I'm onto fitness nowadays, to just things that can make us live longer. My goal in life is for me to learn how to live a long, healthy life. That's all. I don't need much. Just moringa, water, baobab, some fruit, some vegetables, some porridge, some sardine, and I'm done. My life is easy. But if I have meat or chicken, I'll eat it too. My life is to not compete with people, to not do all the wrong thing for money, to not focus on money that I can't sleep at night, to not think that because of money I have to have this certain life or people will look at me like this, to not even care about what people think of me or where they're putting me, to know who I am so much that even if people put me under the carpet, I know I'm up the sky. This is my goal in life that I'm working with over the years, and it's getting better every year. Due to my childhood trauma, underage marriage and child beating and other things, and just getting married to the wrong person that I have children for, and living here for 16 years now, almost being a single mother the whole time that I'm here. I gather different pain and different blessing, and just gather different knowledge and know who I am now finally, and who I want to be, and the type of man I want for myself and want it for everyone else in this world, knowing that women deserve a man who will love them like the way they will love the man. Every woman that know how to love a man deserves a man who know how to love you back. I know some women don't know how to love a man, just like some men don't know how to love a woman. Those are not the women why I'm talking. Why I'm talking is women who don't have time for game. They don't have time for gold diggers. They don't have time for game. They just want love and marriage and happy home and cook, or just sit down and watch TV and just read a book and be happy and have a relaxing mind, knowing that I have a husband who I can rely on, knowing that they can support the husband and the husband can support them. This is why I talk about, and I also talk about self-confidence, self-love, healing trauma if you have trauma, underage marriage in the community, especially in Africa and other countries that does this. I talk about that too, especially forced arranged marriage, like what happened to me growing up. Child beating, serious child beating that I've been through growing up. I talk about that for people to stop that. Every area that is stopping us from having self-confidence in life, I talk about it. This topic is called relationship, but I wasn't meaning just relationship as a love. I started this topic the moment you get to love relationship. That's where I got stuck the whole time. But this relationship name for the video is not just for love relationship. It's for relationship with food, relationship with your mind, relationship with friends, family members, relationship with even your God, relationship with life in general. Are you even happy looking at the bird flying and you're thankful and breathing genuinely? Or are you holding your breath because you're too stressed to breathe? This is what this video is for us to learn how to live healthy, happy life that is not only going to show on the skin, but on the inside. That you're not going to be afraid of any virus, any disease, because your body, you're going to know that your body is a healing machine and you have a strong immune system that can heal anything, corona or not. Because you build your body, you eat healthy food, even if you eat unhealthy, like me, you at least eat more healthy, drink water. Think healthy thought. Don't go to bed thinking negative that you cannot sleep. Don't wake up and jumping onto the negative thought. Don't keep getting yourself into complicated situation all the time that you cannot sleep at night. Humans are not worth it and life is not worth it. I'm not saying don't argue and don't say your truth and don't deal with people. I do that. But I don't hold on to stuff, and just keep repeating the same thing every day and keep holding on to crumbs. Learn how to joke and laugh and learn how to not take life serious. Even when people annoy you when you're talking to them, learn how to have a stop. Don't take it too serious that you have to strangle someone or someone strangling you and you're going to prison or doing stupid stuff, children watching you. Life is not worth it. Humans are not worth it. Because humans in general, nobody is worth your life or going to prison or you taking their life. No one is worth that. No pain is worth that. My goal in life is to continue healing my own childhood trauma and to help everyone that want to heal. And my goal in life is to tell my community the truth of what I've been through and what they're doing to us still. A lot of us that are going through it or going through different pain. And my goal in life is for us to learn to tell the truth to each other and the community and learn to love ourselves and accept ourselves and teach that to our youth. So the youth can have a better future, better healthy relationship with themselves and with each other. So all the loves can have peace, friendship can have peace, family members can have peace, everything can have peace. But I was talking about first, how you have to eat healthier. You have to look at the relationship with yourself first, before friends, family members, children, and life, and then love. But the moment I said all of these other relationships, the moment I get to love, that's when the topic stopped there. Because love relationships, especially in a Muslim community, is very complicated, and we all gonna have a lot to talk about when it comes to love. Is my relationship not working properly or what? What do you mean? I mean, oh my God, my internet. So I was talking about relationship with yourself. So you have to look at your health. If you know that you're not healthy, try to do something about it by eating healthy, drinking water, thinking positive, especially in the evening when you're about to sleep and in the morning when you wake up. Just even during the day when your thoughts are coming negative, keep thinking positive. For anyone that cannot sleep at night because they have too much stress, they should email me. My email address is amiolof@gmail.com. I will help them to teach them how to calm down the stress so they can sleep at night. You have to start from there, number one. Check if you're not sleeping at night. You make sure you're sleeping at night. Check if you have too much stress that you cannot sleep. It's very important you fix that first. Check your health, your body. If you don't like how your body is looking, like you feel like you have too much weight or something, you can do something about it. I see my tips on how I'm losing weight in this channel, on this page. I even do live videos sometimes exercising. Just go and watch on YouTube or go and watch anywhere you can learn from how to exercise a little bit at home or go for a walk or eat healthy. But most of all, learn how to have healthy thoughts, especially within you when nobody is there, when you're not talking to no one. Never mind what you are saying to somebody or to the people. What you're saying to yourself, especially when you're on your own, especially in the evening when you're in your bed, is the most important thing. Because those things are the ones that are going to guide you through life. If you don't know how to talk to yourself positively and healthy, you're going to kill yourself, you're going to get drunk, use drugs, sex, alcohol, use all the wrong things. You're going to strangle your children if you have children. You're going to do all the wrong things simply because you don't know how to talk to yourself. Do you understand? I cannot stretch how us humans, especially us African humans, to learn how to talk to ourselves, within ourselves, in our head. But this video is not for that. I do videos about that. I do special videos that is just for stress and how to maintain it and how to talk to yourself and stuff like that. I cannot read the comment when I'm talking like this. Like a radio, subhanallah. So I'll take you guys soon, don't worry. And I'll read the comments then. So what happened is, this video, this relationship, name, is not just for love there. Because if you don't know how to have a healthy relationship in general with life, yourself, people, food, your mind, everything, you cannot have a healthy love relationship. The love relationship is the last relationship that you should have. First, you have to have a relationship with yourself that is healthy. Relationship with your mind that is healthy. Relationship with people, family members, children, if you have them, even work and money relationship. Relationship with life in general. Don't just wake up and see the rain and you're so miserable. It's raining again. No, this Scotland always raining. I wanted to do barbecue. Oh my God, yeah. When it's raining, just be like, oh well, it's raining today and I planned barbecue. Oh well, I'll just grill it in the oven and have it in the house instead. Next time, just don't take it like, be so stressed that, oh, my day is ruined. I already planned going to the park with the children, for example. Just learn how to handle life first. Learn how to handle your brain. And just friends and family, don't take nonsense. Be loyal, be truthful. Don't take nonsense though. Don't allow anyone to abuse you, because if you talk, people will call you name or you faking everything to be nice. No, because then your brain knows that you're faking, you're neglecting yourself and your feelings and just pleasing others. You're like, no. Tell the truth. If they all just don't like you or they're siding with each other against you, don't mind them. They're humans all over the place now, especially on this internet. You will have friends, you will have people to talk to. Don't force yourself into a relationship with friend, family, man, woman, marriage, anybody. You don't force anything in life. Life is not for forcing. That's why I don't force my videos to pretend. That's why I don't want to be professional in my videos. I just want to be me. I don't want to force. You cannot force life. Forcing is very painful inside. That's why a lot of professional people are so depressed, because they fake their personality when they're in public and when they're with people. Don't fake anything. You can do it if you're good at faking and it's not hurting you, but if it's not hurting you, don't do it. For me, fake hurt me. That's why I don't fake. Don't fake anything. Tell the truth. Do the right thing. Be you. But still, watch out and protect yourself. Don't get into the wrong thing that is going to damage your mental health and your tomorrow and your now just because A, B, and C people are doing it. You understand? Keep doing the right thing and the truth for yourself and your tomorrow and your health, so you can have a happy, healthy life, because you're doing the healthy things for your mind and for yourself. Don't compete with people. People now is all about money and look and status and all these little crumbs. Understand that and just look at them and pray for them and don't allow that. Okay guys, now I'm gonna add you guys again. So this video was for that, but then, which is the video that I was doing before this one, guys. But then, because we were talking about love, the whole topic changed to love. But this video was for you to love yourself, appreciate yourself, and watch all kind of relationship in life, including love, but even food relationship, thinking relationship, just any relationship that with people, with life, with anything, like I said, that that it has some area that is not healthy. Go in there and fix it. You understand? Sneak into all of them and fix it. I'm gonna take you guys again now. Thank you, brother. So yeah, that was so I'm gonna take this girl again, but I'm gonna talk to you before I take you. Fatu Saini, your name is Fatu. Fatu, you cannot talk, when you come back, don't talk about the family group. Fatu, listen, I'm gonna tell you the Gambia and Senegal people and just African people in general, but I think Gambia and Senegal people is worse. If you're married to Gambia and Senegal people and you don't know how to marry to them, you don't have a friend who is from them, a friend who loves you like a sister, not a fake friend. By the way, it's very hard to have a good friend now. Nekuma di julli moo tax may ema yu nga naan ma demal julli. What is your business? Do you hear this person telling me go and pray? And I'm not even praying these days. That's why I'm doing the nail polish. What is their business? So hypocrite and hopeless. Listen. Sorry guys. Some of you that know me, you know me. I'm not professional in my videos and I don't want to be. Whatever the hell professional is, I'm just me, I'm you. That's it. Take it or leave it. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, if you're married to a Gambian or Senegal person, it's very important you have a friend who is from that country who loves you like a sister, who is not a fake friend. Because a lot of friends now are fake. They're not just going to be fake to you because you're not from Gambia or Senegal. Even if you're from Gambia or Senegal, A lot of friends are fake in general, even within us. A lot of us have friends that is only after us because of money or company or something. Not natural love like a sister love. That is very rare to have even within the community. Just for you to know that. But I advise you to have a friend who love you. If you really love your husband and want to grow old with your husband, listen to this. It's very important you have a friend in the community who love you like a sister and will teach you how to master that marriage and how to deal with the family issues and families in general, and even the husband, how to get to his heart if he's a good man who deserves that. I don't want worshiping a horrible man. I don't advise women to worship a man who don't deserve your worship. You can go and worship him if you want, but I will not tell you to do that. But if you know the man is good, nobody's crazy. Everyone know if you have a good partner. Every good partner deserves you to worship them, and they worship you too. No one is worshiping nobody alone. I love to worship my man. It's beautiful. But I have to worship my man from my heart because the man deserves it. Not fake worship because of heaven or whatever. He doesn't want to go to heaven himself. Why he's not worshiping me? Anyway, what you're gonna do is, number one, do not ever, I don't know if you did this before or this is your first time, I don't know. Do not ever again go to any group, any live video, and talk about how your husband, your husband family's group, what they're doing that you don't like. Don't ever talk about it in a live video ever again if you want to continue this marriage and have peace. Especially if you want peace with the family and the mother himself. That mother that you're saying love you. Because they're going to tell her everything that she's good. You don't want to know when she's going to sweet loving you and thinking you are evil. If any of the family members hear you in any live video saying anything like this, they will record your entire generation. Give it to your in-law, give it to every family member that you going online gossiping about them and saying they're evil. And I know what they're doing is wrong. They shouldn't talk to you like that, telling you, you're not Gambian or whatever, whatever you're not happy with. I know they did that. I believe you, and I know that's wrong because I know my people. But I'm telling you this. If you want to keep that marriage and the man love you and you love him, do not ever. My community people are very petty. They pick on crumbs like a hopeless 1 year old. That's why I'm always screaming at them like this. They're always gonna see the giant cake. They leave it. They pick the crumbs from the floor and eat it and leave the cake alone. Like something is wrong with them. That's how they are. They're not gonna care about whatever you're saying. They're just gonna care about the fact that you said it in a live video. That means you don't love them and you don't respect them and that you're making them bad like they're bad. You're going around gossiping that they're bad. It's your first time. Good. So don't ever say it again. What you're going to do is to learn. When you come back to this live video, don't mention anything to do with that. Let's just continue the topic. What you're going to do is, I like it that you're very open-minded. You're laughing. You're like me. I love it. Just contact me. I'll teach you Mandinka. When you know Mandinka, yeah? Even if your husband is talking in the phone, you will know everything that he's saying. You will know everything. You must. Don't worry, you will know Mandinka. Even some white people, they learn Mandinka. They speak Mandinka more than the Mandinkas themselves. Some white people, I saw them. And somebody was asking, by the way, that what did I mean by Western-minded, woman? My community people, they call women like me Western-minded women. And they call women like me crazy. Call women like me talk a lot. Especially women that do those videos and that they don't have work and that they're just stupid and that they're always doing video. Even though they always watch the video, and they know what the person is saying is true. Someone like me, for example. Why they're calling us all of these horrible names and that we cannot get married, we're not ready to be married because, we're just not serious and we are Western-minded. We are copying the Western women. Especially if the person is abroad. That's even worse. They're like, oh, they're abroad. That's why they're like this. And they know that's not why. They know you are like this because the nonsense they're doing is wrong. They're not crazy, they know it. The head tie. So, the woman who cannot take nonsense, who don't want you to lie to her, who don't want you going out and cheating and leaving her alone in the house, who don't want you to not even sex her correctly on the bed, who don't want you to not look after her like Allah told you, especially if you're Muslim, you're Allah. Hello? Why are you even praying at this point? Why are you praying? Ramadan is coming. Why are you going to be fasting? You shouldn't be fasting. You're a hypocrite. Why are you fasting? And you're not doing the other thing that Allah told you, but you're fasting. The marriage is more important. I don't think fasting is more important than marriage in Islam. Marriage is a very important thing in Islam. Why are you fasting at this point? A lot of you men shouldn't be fasting at all. You should be drinking on the street in Ramadan. You're a hypocrite. Last thing. And you don't want women who talk to you like this. You do worse than this to us. You always dating people, even dating our friends. You have no shame. You don't respect us. Cheating, cannot even sex us correctly. On the bed, you just jumping like a chicken on top of us. And finish, and finish with yourself. Release yourself, and that's it. Why you want us to respect you when you don't respect us? The men that don't respect women, they make me laugh. They said me I'm rude the way I talk to them, as I salute them. Who the hell are these men who don't respect women? Why did they think me I'm a joke? I will crawl and salute them. When they don't respect women, and when they marry me when I was a baby because they have no respect for women. These men, they're idiotic. The type of men that I talk about. And they should get to hell, and they shouldn't make me start today. Let me breathe. The men who call women like me Western-minded women, they are the men who cheat, lie, manipulate women, do whatever they want, and expect the woman to take it and shut up and cry and not tell them nothing. They are those men. Why they are like that, I don't know. I know it. They are like that because it favors them. They can, eat their cake and have it, It's like they're married and they're single, worse than single person who love themselves. Because a single person who love themselves will not just be like a goat outside there for everybody. Lot of the men in my community, they have no respect. Even me, they ask me out. And I saw their wife, beautiful wives, and they asking me out. Want to come here and sleep with me and stuff if I allow them. And their excuse is all the time, I'm gonna marry you, I can marry you, never know. I'm Muslim, I'm allowed 2-3 wives. So give me chance, let us know each other, I mean, you're very stubborn. I saw you in your videos always talking about men. Hey, but you're beautiful, I like you, give me your number. I love you. Lying idiot. Most of them cannot marry a second wife. Especially not here abroad. They know their wives are not gonna allow that. But they're gonna lie to you that I'm gonna marry you just so they can sex you if you are a hopeless, desperate single mother. Sometimes they buy you some lamb or give you some money in your bank account, £100 or something, or just come in and give you some cash and saying, I'm gonna look after you, we get to know each other and I marry you. They sex you for a couple of months if you are stupid, or a couple of years. Lying idiot. Why they think people gonna shut up about this, I don't know. Who the hell are they? And they're talking about racism and stuff. Stupid idiot stuff. But you cannot talk about their stuff. What a joke. This is damaging me, not racism. If I have a racist neighbor now, it's not going to bother me. The neighbor can get to hell. But you bad husband, that's going to kill me, stress me, because I love you. And you're supposed to be good. So why you want me talking about racist people and going stupid? Last thing, don't make me jump inside the screen and strangle all the evil men. My community have men who are very evil, and they stress the hell out of all these women. That's why they're beating their children to death, strangling their children, especially the women abroad here, because of the father, the stress that the father is doing to them. Thank you. That funny heart. Thank you. And these children abroad, us Africans abroad, we need our children to have a clear mind so they can study and have a better life than us. But we cannot even bring up clear mind children because of the bad husbands that a lot of us have. This is serious. Very serious. I know people shouldn't strangle their children just because they're stressed. I know that. But when the person has stress, even at work, nobody will have peace because we're just human. We cannot even help it. And to have stress with our community marriages, it's not like the stress is 1 week or 1 month and 2 days and it's gonna finish. No, it's like 10 years stress, 20 years stress, 30 years stress. Nothing will ever change. And the worst part about this is that a lot of women who are chronic with this stress because they refuse to release themselves and save themselves from this stress. They will stand up and talk like this, like use their energy like I'm doing. But guess what they're using it for? They say that marriage is not easy. Marriage is for Allah. Marriage is not nice. Hey, you guys want to have a good marriage like the white people, you know. You want to do like white women who cannot take nonsense. Hey, you're not ready to be married. Lot of our women now. That's why a divorce everywhere. The women are not ready to be married. Me, look at me. I've been here for 40 years. I've never gone anywhere. I've never do anything wrong to my husband. I've never even moved an inch. When I see those women here, I feel like just posting my bread. But I think of my children. I'm like, if I post my bread now, the children, they need me. Hello, maa ngi si video bi de ndax mun nga maa koolaat Gambia. Hello waa maa ngi si video bi de oh God. Hello waa maa ngi si video bi ndax mun nga maa koolaat su fekkee ne it's not urgent. It's Gambia. The community, because the community is too used to controlling, especially men in the community have good men that are very nice, kind, and loyal, and they know when they see women like me talking, they know that what I'm saying is the reality, you know, and that they should stop the nonsense. They know it. But the reality is they're afraid to come out and you know, and live that type of life. Some of them are coming out now and living that type of life now, you know, which is honest, truthful life, which is supportive and kind and loving and telling the truth and be loyal. But a lot of them are afraid because their fellow men will not even allow them to do it. The evil men, there's so many, and they're gonna tell this other men that you're afraid of your wife. You're not a man, you're yambar. Yambar is a man that is not a man, you know. You're a coward. Yeah, yambar is coward. You're a coward. You're not a man. You cannot even have a girlfriend. Look at you. Since you're married to Ami Job, you don't even go out. You don't have a girlfriend. You know? You're trying to be a good man. Man is not made for one woman. A man is not for one woman. You have to experience as many women as you can. You're a man. You're lucky you're a man. Why are you keeping yourself for one woman like a stupid idiot? Why are you listening to your wife? Why are you always saying, I'm going to talk to my wife first? Why are you always, your wife is controlling you? And they know that's not controlling. Anybody that is in a relationship, a man or a woman, and you don't want the other person to tell you what to do, you're not ready to be in a relationship. But I'm not saying they should take the opportunity and abuse you and control you like a 1-year-old that is not well. I'm not saying that. But if you say that the man will not control me or tell me what to do, you call it control. Whatever, you know, they said, you're like, you're controlling me. If the woman do that, she's not ready to be married. If the man do that, he's not ready to be married. And my community people, they know that. They're very clever people. They pretend like they are mad, like their brain is in China, just so they can do all their nonsense and get away with it. That's what my community men do. My community men can be very extremely annoying, the evil ones. Because what they're going to do is just all evil men in general. They play like they're so dumb and they're so clever. Men are very clever. They're not mad. When they want you to do something, they're like, yeah, you know, you're not listening, you're not good, you know, or just I'm not being appreciative or whatever the hell they're going to talk about, you know. And when you're trying to tell them something, they just jump like they're mad. They're like, oh, you're controlling me. Why are you saying this? Why are you thinking like that? That's not even what's happening, you know, and just going like crazy, turning the whole thing upside down. You're like, what the hell? You know, I know what I'm talking about. They're like, no, you know, yeah. So what happened is, I want all to have good, kind, loving homes that is the truth. Truthful home. Not cheating line home. Not suffering the man or the woman kind of a home. Especially the women that suffer for years. Especially the first wives. A lot of the first wives in my community, they suffer. The man always marries somebody else and just abandon their entire generation and suffering them in the Muslim community. 90% of the first wives are suffering and have suffered already. And a lot of them that suffer already, they're making their in-laws suffer. Thank you so much, guys. Because they have so much pain for years, they feel like the in-laws don't deserve peace from their son. After they suffer all of these years to bring up the son from a man who make them suffer. Listen to this. It's very important you understand why some of our in-laws are like the way they are. They feel like they have a son from a man who make them suffer for years, who never appreciate them, never make them feel like a woman, always marrying other people or just neglecting them. Now they have that son from that pain and bear it. Now that son gonna give the love that they deserve, the love that they should have from the son father. Now the son is giving it to another woman. And it's reminding them how much they need this love all these years from the son father, and they never have it. This is serious there. And they're gonna make sure that that son will not give that love to that son father, to that daughter, to that in-law. They're gonna block it. Why I'm talking about us, our men to behave. I want our men to listen to this. I don't hate our men. I love it. If I hate our men, by now I'm married to another Scottish man or something. I was married to a Scottish man that brought me here years ago. I'm in Scotland. It's full of Scottish men. And they love black women. And or just I'm married to another race. I have other race that always after me over the years. I reject them. I want to marry my race again. I love my race. I'm very African. I'm not racist. I'm very Gambian and African, and I love my country food. And if you marry to your race, it's easier in that way. I love my countrymen. Majority of them are dark skin, beautiful. I love it. They just have to stop the idiotic behavior that they're doing. And they say no one is allowed to say it. I'm going to say it every day. I don't care they don't marry me. Listen, I'd rather stay single and die alone than not telling my community men the truth. That's how serious this is. That's why I'm talking about the same thing for 5 years. Since I started video 5 years, I'm talking about the same thing. No any different. I want my community men to know that, yes, I'm coming to pick you. I want my community men to know that it's not like we're not ready to be married. We, the younger generation, and the younger than us. We are ready to be married than anything else. Well, a lot of us are. I know there's some gold diggers there. There's women who give up love, give up marriage, just enjoying, and doing whatever idiotic stuff they're doing, enjoying life like that. Good luck to them. But there are warrior women like me who believe in love and marriage in the community, and they know it. But it's two different ones. The ones who have a voice and want to love you genuinely. They don't want to love you fake love. They want to love you genuinely. So they want you to behave. And the ones who don't have a voice and they don't have confidence and self-love. And they just don't want to go sometime because of people or because of children or because they just lack confidence. But most of the time that's the case. They lack confidence. That's why they're thinking about people and children and all of this. If you have confidence, you're just going to go for it and hope for the best. You're just going to go for whatever you have to go for and hope for the best. You don't have time to think about A, B, and C. That's called confidence. And a lot of us don't have that due to how we are brought up, because our parents strip away our confidence because of the way they beat us and traumatize us growing up, gaslight us, insult us, beat us every day. That's why we don't have enough confidence as African women, and our men know that. So they become worse than our parents when we are adult. A lot of the evil men, they become worse than our parents. They still want to gaslight us, bully us, even beat us and control us and put us down by telling us that you don't want to be a married woman. You're not good. You want to join the gang like Amijo, who is not married. You go and talk on TikTok, I'm not married. Okay, that's why you're talking. Instead of them telling you, sorry, baby, you are right. I shouldn't do this. I don't know what have come over me. I will never do this again. I appreciate all the things that you're doing for me. You're a good wife. I see it all. And change the hell. They're not going to do that.
They're going to say you're trying to copy people like Ami Job and other women who break their marriages. No marriage is good. Look at our mothers and our grandmothers. If you know what they go through. They even say that in the videos like this. They go through everything and they never divorce. Those are the good women. But nowadays women, every little thing they're divorcing. Me, I'm not saying people should divorce for little things. Did I look like that to you? Me, when I love. And I fight for what I love. But you, why you want me to fight alone? We have to fight together. We are in this together. It's not by force. Am I forcing you to love me now? Yeah, you can talk about it, and stuff. I talk about it a lot to teach my women that, you can talk about it. Even if you want, you can come into the video, I feel like the solution to our pain and suffering, us African women, especially Gambia and Senegal women, is that we have to love ourselves so much, appreciate ourselves. They're telling me to talk in Wolof. The moment I start talking Wolof, a lot of the men will come in. Senegal men especially. You're talking about the men again. Hey, Ami Job, always talking about the men. They're so sick. And I always tell them, are you the evil men that I'm talking about? This is all I want to know. Are you the evil men that I'm talking about? Because I only talk about the evil men and you know it, you're not mad. And you know that all the men I'm talking about, they exist. You know what happened not long ago in Senegal? Just 2 days ago or something. A man nearly killed his wife because he wanted the wife to move into his house. And the wife is a second wife. When he was marrying her, the first wife get angry and go and left his house. Now he married her and maybe she noticed that he's not a good man. Maybe that's why she don't want to go. If the woman know you're good and the woman love you, she will pack her stuff and go. You already marry her. My community, your husband can marry you today and you will spend the night in her house, especially when you're not young. You don't even need people to take you. You can take a taxi and go or just go and not come back. It's your husband. But if the woman know that I cannot trust this man to live with him, for him to love me and appreciate me, that's when the woman is doubting coming. How are you going to strangle the woman? The man was nearly cutting the woman's neck. There's a giant mark in her neck and was beating her for her to move into his house. You beat someone for them to move in. You're beating them to move in. So when they moved in, you can finish them. Strangle them, cut their neck. If you're beating them to move in, you beat them to move in. So when they moved in, you will chop them into pieces. And then just 3-4 days ago, it's about 4 days ago like that, a young man who is about 20 years old, something like that, killed himself because his father neglected his mother, who is the first wife, and him and others, children that the father have with the family, of course, but especially him. The father neglected him and the mother, and just obviously the other children that the mother have with the father as well. Because he said it before he died. He wrote it on his status that I'm taking my life, like I'm done with this life because of my father never loved me and never loved my mother and appreciate my mother. I'm tired of watching my mother suffering all of these years and myself. He took his life. And the people from the father's family, they don't even give a damn. I was so angry. I make a whole topic for it in my language. The video is on my YouTube channel. If you see how they're talking, you will think it's a chicken that take their life. They're like, why are you killing yourself about this? This is nothing. And your father is a good man anyway. He's a very good man. He just cannot talk to the camera now. But he's a good man. You have to respect your parents. And the other person is like, why are you killing yourself here? If you want to kill yourself, you should go to the jungle. Why are you doing it here in front of children? I don't like the fact that he killed himself here. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. He should have done it far away in the jungle. That man that was saying that he's not a good man himself. That's why. And he was like, why is he saying that he was not happy with his father? That's why he did this. Hey, children nowadays, they're not afraid to die. And they're always blaming parents. This particular one is blaming the father. Maybe the mother is the one that was telling him that your father is not good. You woman, he was then talking to the woman. You woman, stop telling your children that the father is not good. You shouldn't say that to your children. Look at this. And this man don't even know whether the father said that, whether the mother said that, or maybe somebody tell him that the mother was talking to the children or talking in front of the children how bad the family, the man is. But if this man live in a compound with different wife, they say he have 4 wives or something like that, and he treat them differently, the children can see it. The mother don't have to say anything. And even if the mother see it, why the hell that you are allowed to suffer me, but I am not allowed to see it? Who the hell are you? Just who the hell are you? Honestly, if you don't want me to say that you're suffering me, why the hell you continue to suffer me for years? This is what I don't understand with some sick men in my community. They think that it's okay for them to continue to suffer you for years, 10 years, 15 years, 20, 30 years, 40. As long as you live, they can never give you peace. Especially if you're the first wife. Your whole life is wasted. Because most of these first wives, especially the ones that are old, like our mother's age, a lot of them, they married them when they're young, like what happened to me. It wasn't even love. It was arranged marriage for a lot of them. The woman don't even love you. She have to learn to love you. That's why they have this saying in my community that woman don't love. She only get used to the person, but she doesn't love. Look at this sick word. A woman don't love. The woman only get used to the person. That's what Gambia and Senegal people say, especially Senegal. I think that word is from Senegal. Senegal have a lot of horrible word in Wolof that I always against. Who tell them woman don't love? You just don't give the woman chance to love because you arrange marry her all the time like you did to me when I was a baby. This community don't know how to love because they learn how to love the wrong way from people who never love people they were with. From people who they forced to marry effing old people or effing anybody. And just bear the pain and shut up. Don't be like I'm a joke. Me. That's where this men learn this effing behavior from. This shut up and die behavior. Why the hell this men think that us that love them, we're going to be like these other women that don't love them? A woman that your father and your mother just tell you, go and stay there and cook and give birth. It's different from a woman you see and love and she love you. You kiss each other. You have those electric, you love each other. Do you even know what love is? Love cannot take nonsense because the nonsense is blocking the love. Those electricity, those love feeling, those, the nonsense is blocking it. It's like switching everything off. How you want me to love you and be able to kiss you and feel those electricity and sleep with you and feel good? But you want me to behave like someone who don't love you. They're just there because their mother tell them to stay there. My community is so annoying to deal with because they behave like they have no brain when it doesn't favor them. And they're very clever and smart. They're not mad. They just behave like they're so mad when it doesn't favor them. I'm going to take you guys because if I continue screaming here, I'll scream all day about this.
Hello, my husband.
Hello.
I'm here. We did here with a reply comment. I hear your advice, so I keep my still.
Yes.
I give you my WhatsApp number, so please reply me on WhatsApp. So I will join your Mandican group.
Do that. I'll teach you. I teach a Zoom call.
No
Or we can do it
problem.
on WhatsApp even if you want, but yeah.
No problem. No problem. There is somebody else in the
Somebody else want to come in. Yeah.
now there's only one person.
I'll take her.
We are 5 before on the working group, eh?
I know. I keep screaming. You know when I have something to tell my community, I just scream until I'm finished.
Let
I
me
like
record
this.
this man.
Look at this person. I have never met a honest Gambian man. A lot of them are like that.
Now this white
It's not just
woman,
Gambian man. It's all, even Senegal and just African men in general. A lot of them are like that. Some men are like that who are not African too, but a lot of African men are like that. It's because the way they are brought up. It's because we Africans don't know our self-worth, a lot of us, and don't have self-love and self-respect and self-dignity. That's why we always lower ourselves to lie. People who lie, they
you know
don't
what
have
I have to
self-love
say?
and self-dignity. They don't
You know
love
what? You know
themselves
what
and
I
they
have
don't
to say?
respect themselves. That's why they're lying to you. It's not because of you. It's just they don't love and respect themselves enough.
I have to say something. So many our Gambia brothers, they are here in Italy, where I am now, this downtown. They are trying to build a name like Nigeria. Funa build name like Nigeria. My brother and me the spear chair. Very sorry.
Good
Gambians, we
afternoon,
know
my
you guys
sister.
for good. So
Hi,
please,
good
many of you
afternoon.
are trying to imitate
Yeah, let
Nigerians.
her finish and
Please.
then you can talk. Yeah. No, they're not the
Yes,
same.
sir.
Some are good, but it's hard to find the good one. Yeah, continue, Fatu.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
this
very
girl
hard.
will wait for you. That
Yes.
son or
But there
something.
are
Yeah.
so many of them that they are trying to say they are trying to imitate. Just imitate. Be who you are. Be who you are and then continue your own taste. Don't have to imitate on whatever. I've been seeing so many people, so many Gambians, they are trying to imitate. You have wife at home. That's what I was saying before. They will have wife at home. They will marry in their country. They will try to have girlfriend here. And it's unlike when I came to Europe here.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't be like that. Ramadan is coming. Second of next month is Ramadan. Before Ramadan, if you see Gambia, Senegal, French people, Ramadan time, fear will not even let you to greet them. But now they will be the one to even greet you, to near yourself, to even carry. No forget, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of nice Gambian who don't know how to
They
greet
don't do
everybody. That's true.
Ramadan. They don't do Ramadan again. They carry
We're not
Muslim when
talking
they do
about
Ramadan
nobody.
again.
Mm.
So, but let's why I say we should forget about that. But what I'm saying is that those that are good are good. Those that are bad are bad. That's what I'm trying to say, my sister, is that if you meet the one that is not faithful to you, that does not mean that the next person is not good.
Mm-hmm.
The next person is good.
Yeah,
Just
that's why
I'm
I don't
giving my
want to
own
give
as
up
an
on my community.
example. Yes, like me, I'm giving mine as an example. I don't like Gambians right from before. I don't have any relationship with them. I don't like them. But by special grace of God, now I'm married to them. I'm in December this year, I'll be 6 years in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like somebody tell you this. If I wish I listen to what I hear, I won't be in my marriage. Now maybe I will still do wakana bats. Waka bats. That's what I will say. But now I'm in my marriage. I got married. I know my husband March. I got married in December.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will have to say is that you don't have to listen to side talk. You don't have to listen to anything. I've been asking questions here
I'm
just to
coming
know
to take you
about so
guys.
many things.
Yeah, I have
I've been
other two
asking
people to
questions
take. Yeah.
here just to
Mm-hmm.
know about so many things, and they've answered my question just about Muslim talk and whatever. They answer my question. They've already fit all my curiosity. I'm okay, as in I've eaten chebuje, nyasa. I've eaten every Gambia food through my question. Now I've eaten all of them.
That's
Ehen.
nice.
So now I'm really okay with my questions. I'm satisfied. Even the other family will say ask me to not to ask anymore. They already giving me all the answers I need. So I'm really extremely okay with all my questions. So I'm happy about that. So if you have any question to ask, send your request. If you're not up to the 1000K to send your request, ask your question in the comment section. There is somebody to answer. That's what I'll have to say.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm gonna let this woman on top to talk, and then I'm gonna
No
take
problem.
this other two, and I'm gonna get up
No
when
problem.
I when
Auntie.
they're
No problem.
talking.
No
I'll
problem.
go. I need to
No
go to the bathroom. Yeah.
problem. Okay. No problem. Auntie. No problem.
Yeah.
Auntie. Bring
Okay.
me there.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay. No problem.
Mm. Yeah. Hello, the lady on top. Hello.
Oh, Ami, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think the topic you raised is very important here.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, what I'm looking at is like is I think it's very important as women we learn to empower each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes amongst us the women we can lack a bit of self-awareness. As a woman, it's important, or any man or any person, you need to learn a bit more about yourself first, because you can't
Mm-hmm.
go out try to satisfy other people without you knowing who exactly you are. So you need to know your own strengths and your weaknesses in order to be able to choose other people around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure the people that you go with, these are people that are able to positively influence your life. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just invite any other human being to be part of you, because it's like the more somebody's closer to you, you just become vulnerable. You
Mm-hmm.
started sharing a part of your life, and then those people, they might not realize some things you can only talk to with your friends, not just anybody else. But you're going to have people who just come around you because they want to hear what is interesting about you, and then they'll pick a telephone, try to share those kind of private moments with other people whom, of course, you yourself, you might not want them to know anything about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as a human being, for me, my advice will be it's very good
Hello.
to get to know yourself, have that self-respect,
Hi. Yeah, let her finish. Yeah. Uh-huh.
have that self-respect, have that self-love, which is, if it's got to do with you looking good, if that's what make you happy, just do you. Don't look at another person and say, oh, this person is doing this, then I'm going to do that. You're going to get lost because you are copying what other people are doing. You are not doing what makes you happy or what is best for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important. Don't just follow people. Don't just do whatever. Just try and respect each other, and then just be kind to each other. So I know, because a lot of people might be here, they might want to say something, but I thought when you see platforms like this, as human being, it's important we just share our positive thoughts. Just keep empowering each other, keep motivating each other. Just be kind, just be nice to each other. If you cannot say something nice, just be quiet. There's no need going out just to make each other feel nasty or bitter about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you so much for your time, and I'll let the others also have a go.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love your contribution.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I mean, I was just seeing your this live, and I was so attached to the topic, and I just wanted to tell you, I think it's really, 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 really great that you do this, and I know it's not easy, because I know doing and saying the right thing always brings a lot of backfire,
Yeah.
especially from the men. And
Mm-hmm.
I always admire that, because I know, especially somebody like you who has the, let's say, the braveness to come online and show your face and say the truth. You will always have people, when the shoe fits, it pains, and then they will come and give you so much backfire, and they will try and say that, they will try to blame you and say that it's your fault. And
Yeah.
when I see this, I feel so happy, because I think, especially for African women, it's so important to like, make yourself happy. Like, I think it's a very important journey, and I think it's really, really nice that you do this. And I know it's
Thank you.
so hard sometimes, and I really admire what you do. And I think, even though you have a lot of men that maybe will be coming and saying that, yeah, but yeah, don't listen to her because of this, and she was like that, and you know I think it's like, even those people, when you hear it one time, when you hear it two times, three times, maybe in your front, they will never come and say that, yeah, you are right. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe one day, when they always see they have problem, because this problem will not end with their wives, because of the way they are. And maybe if it is not today, or if it is not tomorrow, but they will come, and they will see sometimes and sit down when they are to themselves and say, maybe there's some truth in this thing. And if it is only one man that can change his opinion, and that is only one man that maybe treats his wife better, and there's only one man who thinks two times or the three times before he come and did what so many people did to hurt a woman that has always been by his side from the day one when he was down, and then he come up, and that is the time he want to hurt her. If only one man can change over that topic, then I think that is the time, all what you achieve and try, it has already paid out. And I think it's really great what you do, and I really hope you always continue, because when I see this, I used to hear so many things. When I hear, like, yeah, this woman, she's so sad because now she have born 3 children, but there's no boy, so he have had another woman to, maybe that one should give him a boy. I used to hear sometimes, from friends, this happened to this woman and this happened. And I used to feel it, because me, I'm somebody, I always try to imagine, if it is me, how it will pain me. It's very painful. I think we women, what we suffer in this world, even today I was telling my one friend, like, You know, a lot of men, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of men, a majority of men, they think they are suffering so much. But what we suffer, we women, because we suffer silently. We don't have the right to always talk. Not every woman is born with the right to talk for herself
Mm-hmm.
in every corner of the world. Like me, I'm lucky. I'm born in Europe. I can say when I don't like something. It's my right. I'm born with that right to say whenever I want to say something. But I think, especially also for other women to understand, for people like me who are born here, we need to understand there are some women that, whether they like it or they don't like it, they have no right to say what they want to say and they have no right to do what they want to do. And I think it's very important that we women support each other.
Yes. And by the way, can I say something there? And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and leave you guys to talk. I need to go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I've been drinking water. What was I'm saying? Lot of men suffer in my community. Not a lot like us women suffer, but some of them that are suffering is also because of the work of the evil men. That's why they're suffering.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by that is, if you have an evil woman in the community who just they, a lot of people from my country that they marry people that they don't love.
I know that's what
Either
you
it's
were saying
arranged marriage.
earlier.
Yeah, either it's arranged marriage like what happened to me, or they just marrying the person for opportunity and stuff. But if they marry the person because of love and the person love them, and
Yeah.
they're good for that, to that woman, most likely the woman is not just gonna be randomly evil. If the woman is just
Mm-hmm.
randomly evil, then it's because the woman come from a miserable mother who
Yeah.
abused her and depressed her when she was young, or she was sexually abused. She has some pain that is created
Yeah.
by a woman, and most likely that woman, her pain is created by a man,
It's
because
a it's
lot of
like a
us that our
chain. It's
mothers
like
were
I
beaten.
know what you mean. It's like a
Yeah.
chain reaction. It all comes down to the one point where a man heard a woman that made her wicked, and that made her to wicked her children and her fellow women. And you know, there was one thing I also hear you said earlier, that will be my final word, which I think it's very important. You said that sometimes there will be men, they will try to be good. And then you will have those men that will come and say, you're having a wife, your wife is having her leg on your head. So you have to ask your wife if you want to do this. And they will poison those men that try to be good with their bad words
Yeah, they
and
make
make
them
them
bad
feel
like
like they
them
are
so
lack
they
of a
don't feel
man. Like
bad.
they will say that, so your wife is controlling, so your wife is this, so your wife is that. But your intention at first time was good. So that is why I think one message that also is very important for men. Don't try to follow your fellow men, because some are not good. Some will just make you feel down because of you are trying to give respect to your wife. And is it not in the Quran they said your key to paradise is under the leg of your mother, and when you are married, then
And
it's
your
gonna be
wife,
under your wife. And before you
exactly.
give your father, you will give your mother 3 times thank you. So you know that is it. So I think it's really, really important to give other people respect, and men should not be um like, don't listen to your fellow men. Listen to the Quran, listen to God, but don't listen to your fellow men. That is like where I want to close the topic. So I will leave you people now.
You can stay. No, the problem is that that's what I said. We don't want to learn, and
Mm-hmm.
those men always want to hear from the imams, and then we have good and bad imams.
That is
So
true.
you will just see some men. They will be like, I'm gonna ask my imam if what you said is right. How?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to read and know by yourself what Allah said is. You have to do as a husband in the Quran. It's not everything you have to go and ask the Imam. Because me, I always put Imams in front because of some Imams misunderstood the Quran and they preach
Mm-hmm.
it the other way. Because the
This is
Quran
the
is
thing.
not in our
Sometimes I
language.
see this also, like, just for example, sometimes I will see that people will always say, like, good example is that a lot of men, not or every man, I'm just saying some
Yes,
kind of men,
yes.
they will always tell you, I have the right to marry 4 wives, and then that is where they will cut. They will never come and mention that. But if I marry 4 wives, I have to take care of them. I have to be equal. I have to be fair. All what they have
Mhm.
to do, they don't say it. Only what they can do. That is what they want to hear.
Yeah.
So
Yesterday we
this,
were having this
this is it.
live, and we were talking about it, and there was this guy saying that no, you guys don't want men to, you guys don't want men to marry 4 wives, and it is bad. It is the command from Allah in the Quran. You should read this. It's not that we are stopping you. No, no, no. What can you do it?
Uh-huh.
Especially me, I stand it for kids. If you are married and you have kids, I don't stand for your wife. As me, I will put myself.
Uh-huh.
If my husband decides to bring in a second wife, I don't have problem with that. But the problem is my
This is
kid.
what I mean. I am not against in polygamy. I don't say that it should not be. But the way how men sometimes only pick those phrases that are good for them and leave the other ones to fall down. So you want to have two wives, be able to take care of your two wives, of your three wives. And if
And
you know that
Exactly.
you are just bringing in a person in your marriage and you are coming to abandon the other one, that is not what the Quran said.
they
This is
will
not
even
what the religion
abandon their
said.
kids.
That you should, yeah, abandon your kids. And like, if you hear that, sometimes you will say that this man, he was having a wife, and now he bring the second wife and he built a new house for her, and he give her new furniture, and he did everything for this wife. So that second wife will eat everything that you suffer when you was working with your husband together. That
Mhm,
is not what the
Exactly.
Quran said.
Can I just
So
say
this is what
something?
used to sometimes this, because a lot of times, sometimes when I used to sometimes talk out also when I'm, so some men, they will say that, so you are against in four wives, but it's my right. I'll say no, I am not against in this four wives thing. I'm just saying that be mindful, because it's not that easy. It's not that the Quran said just take four wives anyhow you like it. There are rules and regulations,
and
and those
then
rules and regulations need to be respected.
anytime you ask those men that they should give you the surah, the specific surah that says in the Quran that they should have four wives, and then they will like taking you all around, messing you. But those that know the laws that says if you have four wives, what you should do, they don't even go near a second wife because they know they
Mm-hmm.
can't do it. There is no man that will tell me on this earth that they are doing what Allah said if they get second or
Uh-huh.
fourth wife, they will do. Never. You will, if you go in my
Exactly.
community, you will see
Yeah.
kids. They are
Yeah.
wearing all rough things. They don't even look nice. They are not even in school. You will ask them, why are you outside? Why are you not in school? They will be like, my father did not afford to pay my school fees, so I'm here. I don't know, but you will go and see
Uh-huh.
the man has four wives, and then they don't even know what to eat that evening. We are not
So
against it,
exactly,
but
this is where the thing goes wrong, and this is where sometimes I say that you always just, when you as a woman, that is where you come, like when you as a woman say that the way how this four wives thing. If you want to say something about polygamy, the first thing they will tell you, like they will say you are jealous, you don't want it.
yeah.
It's not that you don't want it, but I'm not going to suffer my suffer. I'm not going to support you with everything that you did for you to just let me down the moment that you have achieved your goals.
Mhm, mhm,
Exactly.
I am a
Can I
human
say
being. We
something?
women, we are human beings. And this is what used to pain me. Some men, not all, I always say that, like those kind of men, let's say it like this. Those kind
Many
of
sis.
men,
Sis, can
uh,
I say something, please? Don't worry about the people that commenting. That they're good men. They're good men. Everybody know that they're good men. Everywhere you go, they're good men and women. Every race, every color in
yeah,
this
so let's
country.
just say
So
those
don't
men,
worry about those. Yes.
those men, no, I don't. Those men who are like this, sometimes when I look at it, I say that you are just saying that you will take four wives, you will just make somebody fall down and hurt people. This is not good. And I that's why I'm very happy when I saw you today, because today I was like, I'm not even going to open my TikTok, and I just crossed around your life, and I stayed there. I was like, wow, I'm so happy that you talk about it, because mostly when I go to TikTok, I see a lot of, especially Gambian men. Like when I see a lot of Gambian men inside TikTok making live stream, and they will be talking and discussing about things. But I don't used to join, because also it's somehow difficult to discuss with men. Because when you say something,
Yes.
they will just say, first of all, they will say, okay, you are a human. And secondly, they will say, you are a tubab, so you don't know. But that's why I also really like that you speak in English today, because I am happy that then I will understand everything. I think it's very good that we women, no matter where in the world we are from, we should stick together and stand for each other.
and
And you
what
know why
we
it's hard to help? You know why our marriages are breaking up? And a lot of us now are marrying like other people and leaving our race. A lot of us Gambian women,
Uh-huh.
by the way. I have Gambian friends who are telling me that they will never marry Gambian men. They will marry any other man than Gambian. It's this bad now. And even some of our men now, they're beginning to marry other race than Gambian. This is serious. I'm not racist. I love everybody. But I don't want
Uh-huh.
my children to grow up and be afraid of their own race because the race is so bad. You understand? You have to marry somebody because you love them, not because you're afraid of your race. So you have to go to another race by force, either you like it or not.
And
Uh-huh.
and you know,
Anyway, what I'm saying is that why it's hard to talk about our community problems, especially when it comes to love and marriages, is that we all know that the whole world now, why there's a lot of divorce, is women learn human right now.
Uh-huh.
In the
Especially this
Western world,
social media
women
times
learn how
where
to have peace
everybody
now
has
and
somehow
be
the key
married.
to education and knowledge, and that is good. Very nice. And I love the way how the world brings out more and more women that are trying to active like be women rights activists. It's very important that we talk about all those things as a women. There are so many things that happen to women that nobody wants to talk about. It's a taboo. Like I don't know how to say this. It's a topic that no one will be talking about. You understand?
Yes,
because people
especially
are
when
afraid.
my country men, they don't like it. They always against me. Somebody's here commenting, this
Mhm.
person, Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm not gonna take him because he sounds like when I take him, he's coming here to debate. Lot of them, when you start talking, they're like, it's not all men. What about women? What about this? Because our men, a lot of them are not ready to hear us and hear the problem. We're just
Mhm.
gonna keep getting divorced until they hear us. But
That's
they
what I
must
said,
hear
that
us.
there
They
is no
must hear
woman,
us.
there is no woman that will get married and say I'm gonna divorce. No, no, especially if they have kids. But she can't stay there and die. You know, we are humans and we have blood flowing in our veins. What you don't want
Hmm.
somebody, like if you are a man, what you don't want someone to do to you, don't do to her. She's like, we don't get it. Your wife is like your mom because she's the one taking care of you. She's the one cooking, doing everything to you. But how do you treat her? You treat her anyhow. You talk to her anyhow you want. And Ami said that sometimes they will just come home and then just climb you like a chicken. It's true.
Yes.
Last time I was talking about it, and people were like, hey, the program is going somewhere. Like, no, we have to talk about it. There
Can
are
I just
some
say
men,
something, sis?
which,
And then you can continue
yes,
there. I love it. Hold on there, please, 2 seconds. Let me say this. For
I
you
will
to
I will
know,
leave you people now because I will go back to the comments because I have to
go back.
cook and it will be loud.
Okay, do that. And then you can come back later
But
if you
thank
want.
you so
Because
much.
this,
I will still follow. But I was seeing this man in the comments. You say Mohammed, I don't know. He said that he wanted to say something supportive, not against you.
okay, I'll take him. No problem. But he have to let me finish
Okay.
what I'm
Stay
saying first.
blessed and then inshallah you have a nice Ramadan, my sister, and
Thank you
so much
so much,
blessings for
sis.
you. You
Thank
know you
you.
are very
Appreciate
great.
you.
I love you. You are nice there.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. I'm following you, inshallah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let Sister Riska talk. Sister Riska, I like your name, mashallah. And then I'll take these other two sisters that are on the on the line as well to talk with you. When I say this,
okay.
what happened is why I'm screaming 5 years in my videos until my community think I'm crazy. Some of them, nothing is wrong with me. Look at me. I know I am a comedian, but nothing is wrong with me. I love doing comedy. I love making myself laugh and making other people laugh and not taking life serious. So sometimes even when I'm funny and when I'm serious, it's still funny. I cannot help it because I'm used to not taking life serious, and pretending to be professional. Whatever the hell professional is, I don't have time for that. But my community, they know that what I'm telling them is the truth. They're not crazy. Some of them say that is the truth, and even some men. But a lot of them are still against me and see me and other women like me who are ready to have a truthful, happy, honest marriage, that we don't want to be married and we want to break other people's marriages. The community, why it's hard to help is that when you are talking, instead of them to listen, they're coming to against you and they're coming to defend themselves like, oh, it's not everyone. They're good ones. Who tell you there's no good ones? Me. Do you see me with a Chinese husband or another race because I don't trust you? I'm still waiting for you to marry me. You get to hell and marry me anyway. Somebody's gonna marry me soon from my country. Wait till they're not behaving. I believe there's good people. But if you marry me again and you're not good, I'm still gonna divorce 100 times. I'm used to getting divorced anyway from 11-year-old until now. It's like water to me. I don't care. You listen the hell. I love you. Does it mean that I'm gonna lie to you and just What happened is, if you guys say that you're gonna marry people because of Allah says so, and you don't care about Allah, by the way, you're just using Allah to get what you want, so you can have different women, but you don't care about Allah. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. You know it anyway, but hence you're gonna pretend like you don't know it, that you don't care about Allah. I'll tell you don't care about Allah, and I'll tell you why I say that. I know you don't care about Allah, but I'll tell you it. Hence you're playing dumb. All of the evil ones I'm talking about, not the good ones. Even I'm doing this, I'm pointing the evil men. Sorry. They watch me. I know them. They watch me. They hate me, some of them, but they watch me because they love my energy and stuff. Good. Let them watch me the hell. So, if they say that they're marrying this woman because of Allah says so, as if there's some sick, pious people who pray all night and cannot sleep like the prophet was doing, and they don't do that, by the way. Even if they're like a sick, pious person, that they prayed all night, they cannot sleep. Good. But listen to this. So why then, when they marry these people, because of Allah said that they should marry them, even the first one, let's start from the first one. When they say they marry the first one because of Allah, now they're gonna marry all of this one because they're very good Muslim and they do everything that Allah tell them, when they're not. Allah tell you don't gossip, don't earn money the wrong way, don't sleep with someone you're not married to, don't hate on people, don't beat your children. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never beat his children and be harsh on his wife and children. And you always harsh on your wife and children, even beating your children or just neglecting their entire generation. Some Muslim men make their children and their mom become enemy. Because they're so evil with their mother, with the children mother, and the children mother is so miserable with pain because of the way they abuse and neglect her for years. And then she scream at the children like, I'm a joke. And then they say, your mother is very angry. She's not a good woman. That's what she does to me too. Hey, come here. You guys come to daddy. Daddy is going to love you. I hate it. This community is so sick that it's unreal. And they make the children look at their mother like, oh, the mother is not good. Let me go to my father. Your mother is way better than your father. Just your father is hypocrite, narcissistic. That's why he's playing like he's good to you and your child. You don't know his idiotic behavior that he's doing to your mother for years, which is why your mother is miserable. Lot of women, when you marry a second wife, why they're not happy? It's because before you marry the second wife, you never make them happy. They're sad for years. You never have time for them. Back to the chicken sex that you guys do anyway. Chicken sex, you guys do it for the women, especially when you marry them until they have children. And you say you're good. Listen to this one. I'm going to try to calm down and say this slowly before I can have a heart attack in the middle of the video. You guys, you said that you're going to marry a second wife because Allah says so. Listen to this. And the same Allah, the same one Allah that I believe we have one Allah, the same one single Allah that we all know. I don't know if he's up or down. I don't know where he is. The same one Allah said to you that when you are in bed with your wife, doing the thing with her, the angels, they're sitting there writing all the good. You go in and out there writing. You go in the right one. You come out the right two. You go in the right three. Just like the angels are writing for me now for wearing this wig. It's not my hair, it's a wig, but I don't know if the angels are gonna die by the wig, but you know. The angel writing for you, going in and out, they're writing for good, for you to go to heaven, those writing. You know that. So why you cannot sex me then? You cannot even sex me for 2 minutes. So you can go to heaven. You see how hypocrite and sick you are. Don't make me sick. You see how sick you are and how you are using Allah to manipulate me. You see why we are wicked now? I never explained it like this. Listen to me very clearly. I'm going to calm down again. The same Allah that you said that told you to marry second wife, so you're going to do it because Allah says so. The same Allah told you when you sleep with your wife, you do the thing. You're not just going to enjoy. You go to heaven. For how long time you spend. The longer you spend with her, the more good. So why you not epic staying all night making me happy? Why you sexing me like a hopeless chicken? Some of you even make it so painful and evil so the woman can get tired and leave you alone. You're like, They have this effing scene in my community. They're like, if you want the woman to respect you, you have to give a very hard, wicked one. So she cannot walk at night. She cannot even get up in the morning and walk. She will leave you alone for days. That's evilness. Why all of you Muslim women don't master how to make your wife happy? Master is so much that the whole world will be talking about how Muslim men are good in bed, how they are good in learning woman's body and making her happy and making her scream and feel good that she never did. Because you're gonna worship Allah when you're doing that. You go to heaven for doing that. Why are you so evil that you cannot master that? And the same Allah that you're trying to please told you to do this. And the same Allah told you that if you worship your wife and you do good, you're going to heaven. Just like he said we should worship you. But you never talk about that. You always say that Allah said you should worship me so you can go to heaven. So there you go, worship me. Why you don't tell us that Allah said that I should worship you so I can go to heaven? So let's worship each other. Why you don't say that? Why you not making me feel good in bed for hours until I'm sinking the hell? Because you believe in Allah and you know that you will go to heaven when you do that. Just like you're marrying this other wife because Allah says so. Why you picking and choosing what Allah told you? You picking the ones you like because you're selfish. You talk, sis. This community, they know me.
No, for that one, I will not agree with you like 100%.
Okay.
There are some men, they work and they get tired. So if he's tired, he can't kill
They're not
himself.
tired with a girlfriend. Hey, if it's a girlfriend, they will not be tired. Okay.
No. But let's be honest. Sometimes there are men, especially here in Europe. Not all men can, like, let's say, stay longer on a woman. Like, they will work the whole
I'm not
day.
saying even stay long. You can play with the woman and just make her feel love. Even if they're busy, they can find a day. Some couple do that. They find a special day for the bedroom, to make you happy. Like weekend or something, Anyways, you don't know this man. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. They don't want to do it. Some of them don't even touch their wife for like how long. And they
So
go and touch the girlfriend.
I will go back to where you were saying that when they are getting married, they are giving out a marriage to like a woman. They will be like, woman don't have to love, she will come to it. It is
Exactly.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere. One of my cousins, they gave her out for a marriage, and then she did not choose the man. They chose the man for her. And she was like, she don't love him. She don't even know if she will be able to love the man. And the mother was like, no, you will love him later. A woman don't have to love. The man will love you and then you will later love him. And I was like, So you will go to the house as what? As what?
As a slave.
Because if I don't love somebody, I will not I will not humble myself. I will not do. It's not that I will not humble myself as something, but this is to be husband and wife. It's complicated. And the mom was like, that's how she was. She did not love her father in the beginning, and now she loves him. And I said, no, that was then. We are now. We are like, we can't do that. You have to show me how much you love me for me to be able to know the kind of man I'm getting married to. I have to know you. If I don't know you, I can't know you when after getting married to you. Marriage is not something to go in and just come out just like that. Nobody is getting married to go and divorce. No, it's something that happened. Sometimes people can pretend. Some people will pretend just to get married to you, or if you are a lady, some ladies will just like, I will pretend to be a good woman so the man will love me. And then later on, if she's in the house, she will start showing the kind of self she is. Then the man will be like, you have changed now. The kind of friend you are bringing in, they've changed you. You know, especially the way you are, Sister Me. So many men will tell their wives to not be friends with you. I'm telling you. Yes,
I know it.
because they will be afraid that if they let their wives be friends with you, you will poison their mind. But that's not how it is. It's the opening eye. They don't want
because
the
they know
truth.
that they're doing like exactly like the men that I'm talking about. They have that kind of way of doing. So
Yes,
that's why they
because
don't want.
some of our men, some of our Muslim men are narcissists. They are just they want to control us. And then if you know that if you know your right and you want to like show him your right in the Quran, then he will start like you have changed. Especially if they brought you here in Europe, they will be like, oh, you are trying to be like European woman, and then so that's how it is. So it's not that. Let's all go back and read. You can't call yourself a Muslim. You can't say that Allah say I should marry 4 wives, I should do that, but you don't know the meaning of what He's telling you. He said you should marry 4 wives, but there are some laws on top of it. Can you? He said, if you can, but if you can't, you can't. So, what man will tell me that he will love 2 women same time, same, like 50-50? No man can tell me that. And
Exactly.
it's not even possible. And the problem with us refusing the polygamy is that whenever the man gets a second wife and the second wife came in, she will come and start like if the first one has four kids, she will also come and it will become challenge. She will also have 4 kids, and you man will be able. Can you be able to like? You can't even be able to take care of 1, 2, and those 4 kids. You did not even take care of them. How come you can take care of 8 kids and take care
Exactly.
of their mothers? And then you thinking of bringing another 3rd wife and 4th wife. Let's speak the truth. Let's know what we are getting into. You men are making it difficult, and you don't want us to talk the truth. If you go in my community, children are suffering. I'm fighting for the kids, not the women. Yes, I do, but kids are very important to me because that child is innocent. The child did not ask you to bring him into this world. You did, and you have to take care of the child until she or he gets married. It's your responsibility as a father. If you married a wife, it's your responsibility to take care of that woman, because when she was in her parents' house, the father was taking care of her. How come you will go and marry her and bring her in and she will turn into a slave? You don't even buy her anything. She will go and like borrow stuff from her friends. We see a lot of women going through. If we are not going through that, we can't say that we will not talk about it. So many women are suffering and they are afraid to talk
I
because
experienced it myself, and my family members
yes,
are experiencing it now, and friends and other people.
and
So
they want to blind us with saying that the Quran is the one saying, but we know the truth because me, I like reading, and I know my rights as a woman in the Quran. So you just like, and we
and
should also
sister,
be.
yes,
Mm.
let me just say something little there. I love that you touched that area. Men who don't do enough, like when it comes to what Allah said. Again, I'm reminded. Let me take a deep breath again before I have a heart attack in the middle of the video. Because my community sometimes, they make me feel like having a heart attack because the way they're so hypocrite. Let's think. The same Allah again that told you to marry second wife, the same Allah that you are listening into 24 hours doing what he told you. You know you don't do that, right? I know I'm being psychotic. I know you don't do that. You don't even want to do that. It's not that that is impossible. It is impossible to listen to Allah 24 hours and do what he said, especially in this DNA. Everyone knows that. But you also don't even want to do it. You're not even trying enough to please Allah. A lot of you are not, especially Gambia and Senegal Muslims. But the same Allah that you're claiming to please like a sick, pious person now, which is why you must marry second and third wife because he says so. As if you respect him so much. The same him told you that when you marry the woman, you have to clothe her, house her, feed her. You have the gut to not do that because you cannot afford it and you don't care about him saying that. He said that if you cannot afford it, you shouldn't marry a woman. You should be fasting until you can afford it before you marry a woman. But you went and marry a woman without even affording that. And then you want the woman to have a Western mind, yeah. You hopeless idiot. Then you like the Western mind woman, yeah. Then you like Amigyoka type of a woman. You're like, nowadays no one can afford everything, yeah. Especially abroad. Go and get a job. Let's do 50-50. Huh? What the hell? 50-50 is Western minded. Why you want that? You hopeless idiot. Anyway, 50-50, 100-100, I don't care, whatever. Me, I just want peace and happiness and honesty. I don't care 50-50, 100, or 0.5. I don't care. But anyway, so if you or some of you have the gut to not house, clothes, fit the woman, like Allah said, which most of you don't. Most Muslim men don't, majority of them. And then you still have the nerve. You should be pleasing this woman, begging her, worshiping her, praying for you not to go to hell because of this woman, because you're not doing what Allah told you with her to begin with. You have the gut to bully this woman on top of that, to go and have a girlfriend on top of that, to bully this woman, to take your little tiny money that you're supposed to give her, to go and give it to a girlfriend for her to buy a wig, for her to buy some earring or bleaching cream. You're hopeless. And you're narcissistic and you're dishonest. Why you want respect from women like me, I don't know. Because you're a joke. Who is gonna respect you? I'd rather buy a goat and salute the goat than respecting a man like this. Keep talking, sis. Honestly, sis, men like this, they make me laugh when they're coming here telling me I'm rude and stuff, and that the way I talk is not good. Them, they're good.
They don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. That's how it is. And nowadays, they are seeing that a lot of women are now coming out because women are tired of the abuse they are going through.
Exactly.
You know, and nowadays women are also learning and they are knowing their rights. They know their rights in the religion. And then the problem is that it's not always the religion that's making it that way, but the culture. They don't know the difference between culture and religion. They mix it, especially us in Africa.
They know it, they don't want to know it. They know
Yes,
it, they don't want to know
exactly.
it. They're ignoring it because it's favoring them.
Exactly. Africa, they are doing the culture, making it look like the religion. That's
It's
how
because
it
it's
is.
favoring them.
Yes, and that has made Islam look like it's favoring men, only men. Because
you know why I'm telling you this? Look at how African Muslims, especially African Muslims, look at how they look at gay, as just Muslim community in general. Look at how they hate gay stuff, especially African Muslim. Look at how they hate gay stuff like some hopeless, pious idiots. Like they love Allah so much and they listen to Allah so much. They bullying the gay people all the time, strangling them. These people
but we are the reason, because some of us are the
gay,
reason.
you know,
Because
I'm
imagine,
not saying people should be gay.
no,
But the way they
imagine,
put it there, like they're good Muslim,
yes,
they're
but
not good Muslim like that. They're hypocrite because they know that the gay doesn't favor them. They're like me. They know that if the whole world turned gay, it's not gonna favor them. Like I'm not gonna have husband, you know. So, but then they're gonna use Allah to bully these people every day and try to strangle them like some sick pious person because it doesn't favor them. It's not because of Allah.
and they are the reason why those
No one said that all men
people,
are the same. Anyway, you
they
keep
are
talking.
the reason. They are the reason, because some kids are as evident like they were there when their fathers has been like maltreating their mothers, you know. So they will be like, I'm not gonna marry.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get married because this is how, you know, my husband will do. So no, I will stay just like that. And you know, and then I would like to remind every woman here is that it's not you are not like, it's not compulsory for you to get married to go to heaven. Anybody that will tell you that is a liar. No, marriage will not take you to heaven. I'm telling you, marriage will not take you to Jannah. It's what Allah said you should do here on earth.
Exactly.
Marriage is just a bonus. And then do you know that marriage can also lead you to hell? Because if you get married and you don't do what Allah said you should do, you are going there. So the main principal thing we have to remind ourselves as Muslim is to do what Allah said we should do. Love your neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself. Love, like, be truthful, don't lie. Don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. Obey Allah, obey your parents. Obeying your parents doesn't mean you should avoid your wife or husband to do that. That's how we see it. Like they said, as a Muslim man, my parents comes first. What about your wife? So, go back and read as a Muslim man or Muslim woman. Go back and read the Quran from A to Z. Don't stay there for an imam to read and tell you what to do. At the end of the day, on the judgment day, that imam is gonna stand for himself, talk about how he lived here on earth, and God is gonna judge him for himself, and God is gonna judge you for yourself. So don't let the imam. Yes, imam can help you, but don't rely on them. Read and understand the Quran by yourself and understand how to walk in this world. Because if you die today, you are the only one Allah will judge. So let's remind us
Mariska, you
that,
need to
and then go.
understand too.
Mhm.
Mariska, you need to understand too. Most of our parents and most of the people who were ahead of us, not all of them went to school. That's why I said sometimes they should do this kind of like Quranic teachings in the local languages where those people could understand what is going on, because religion and culture played a lot of roles back in the days that they weren't even practicing it the right way. But now that we have grown, learned education and other things, we can help ourselves. But what about those other people, the older people? How can they help themselves? That is the problem that we need to start fixing now.
Turu, and not just, I don't want to cut you there, but
Make it.
yeah, the older people, it's not just that they cannot help themselves. That's not the only issue. The older people, they are our issue now. For like someone like me, lot of the older women, some of them agree with me, but a lot of them hate the way I talk and the way I'm condemning the madness in the community. They said me, I'm
Mhm.
not ready to be married and I am ready to break people's marriages. So continue talking.
My
That's
sister,
just what I want to say. It's
my
not just
sister,
to help them, but they're not leaving us alone to help
I told
ourselves.
Riska to the other day when we were talking on our group chat, like on live too. We were talking, and I told her, I'm ready to divorce 1,000 times if the man is not doing what the dean is saying or what is right for me to have my peace of mind. My mental health is more important to me than anything a man can give me in this world. And I will
Exactly.
say it over and over again. My mental health is more important to me than anything any man can give me. I have kids. These kids look up to me.
Hmm.
I will let a man stress my life and kill me than my kids. Some useless woman somewhere who wouldn't even cherish them will come and maltreat
Mhm.
them. No,
Mhm.
subhanallah,
Mhm.
no, 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 no.
Hmm.
No, I will live 100 times and get married 1,000 times. I will do it. I will do that.
Exactly. I
Because
rather do that than suffering.
I heard you said that. I am not gonna suffer for a man. If I take your bullshit, maybe it's
Never.
for some time, but it will stop. There is always a limit to taking some
Yes.
stuff from people.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
especially, I was
And
telling Risk, especially when you are in a long distance relationship, when you're not together, it's always rosy, rosy, rosy. But when you come and you start staying together, it's a different picture on its own.
I'm telling you.
Look, wallahi, my husband is in Canada, I'm in US. When I go and visit, it's like we bumping heads. So at some point we sat down and we started like, okay, can we start all over again? Because it's like something is just going
Mhm.
the other way. Then he was like,
See,
yeah, because we've been attached to each other for so long. It's just 2 months, but we started bumping heads. So imagine you living with somebody in the same space for years and you can't contain each other. It's a problem.
mhm.
And
And
that is the
Sister Zaina,
problem with us, the African community. Your
Sister
husband
Zaina,
is
can
in
I add
Europe somewhere.
something? Can I add
Yes, my
something
sister.
before you continue? And that's the very thing that is killing us in Africa. Our men are not there, like they don't like communication. If there is no communication in the marriage, is nothing. That marriage is nothing. Because some of our
Yes.
men think that they
You
are
know
the
why they
only
don't
ones
want
that can.
communication?
Mhm.
It's not that they don't like communication. Us African, we love talking. Especially us West Africans, especially Gambian and Senegal
Can
people.
I say yes for this?
It's just
Can
that
I say yes for
because
this?
they know if they talk to you, they have to change. They know if they listen
Yes,
to you, that means they have to agree with
that
you.
Yes.
What
it
they're doing
means
is wrong, and they have to
that's the
apologize and change.
ignorance. They are
I'm
ignorant.
clapping for this. I am clapping
Yeah,
for this. It's not
because
ignorance. Because if a man cannot change his space for you, he doesn't love you.
exactly, and the man has
He doesn't love
that to
you.
come. And if there is a
Riska, do you
marriage
know
without
why I knew that?
communication,
Riska, do you know why I knew that? I'm not saying
no.
because my husband is from the same tribe and from the same background with you. That's why I'm saying this. But this is a man that likes to listen to me. He sometimes tell me I don't listen to him like he listens to me, which is true. And he said because I'm learning so much, it made me so powerful that I feel like I
Mm-hmm.
know sometimes I should bring myself down and listen a little bit. You know, all the
Yes.
time I tell you, I don't have a perfect relationship, but my man made me feel like it's perfect. We talk about this all the time. If a
Yeah. Yeah.
man really knows what he wants, he will come down for you. And that doesn't mean he's
Exactly.
stupid. That means
No.
that he loves and respects you. So you give him that respect back.
Exactly.
And that is the
Yes.
problem with we African women. When a man loves and respects you, they take it for granted.
Exactly.
Most
Mm-hmm.
African women take it for granted. Oh, he's
Yeah.
stupid. Oh, he's this. He does everything for me. When I say I want $1, he gives me $1. When I say I
And
want this,
Sister
then you make
Zaina,
other people.
that's
Yeah,
why
it's because
me,
they're not used to it. We are
I
not
don't
used to.
want anyone as a friend. The way Sister Ami is, she's
Oh, me,
kind
I
of
want
a,
her as a friend, oh. Me, I want
yes,
her as a friend.
because
I love this
yes,
sister. I just met her
I'm
today, but
telling
I
you,
love her.
I'm coming there because the way she is, if you are with her, like our minds are like the same. That's how I'm seeing it. But
Yeah.
some don't think that way. And they will go and start learning
No.
and they will make it look to their husbands as if you are trying to change them. So me, before I will get into a like friendship with someone, I'll just like look at the person, study the person to know the kind of person you are. Because you can't come and go and your husband will see me like as a bad person. Because before we do the program with Dalila, I'm telling you, Sister
Mm-hmm.
Zaina, my husband is the one that
Mm-hmm.
has been motivating me to continue doing it because
Masha
it will
Allah,
help a lot of
tabarakallah.
Oh,
women out there.
Yeah.
Because
bless
he
him.
knows a
Bless
lot of
him.
women are suffering. His sister got into one marriage like that and he wanted to fight the man. There are some things
Wow.
we have to come out and talk. That doesn't mean we
But
are bad. I
one
obey
day
my
my husband
husband. I
said to me,
respect
No,
him.
Sister Riska, one day my
exactly.
husband said to me, if I bring you to my family and my sisters and brothers want to worry you, wallahi, I will fight somebody. Because I didn't go bring
Yeah,
somebody's sister
it's
for you
normal.
to worry
It's
the
normal.
person. You also went to marry somebody's sister. You also went to marry somebody's brother. Why,
It's
if the
normal.
other side treats you that way, how are you going to feel?
We are the ones
It's really
complicating
sad. It's
anything.
really sad.
And like you said, women, we should know what we have. I always say that we should know what we have. If you are with a man and he's humble, he's helping you doing stuff, don't take him as a stupid. It's just that he loves you and he cherishes you, he respects you. You too, you have to give that
Mama
man the
Nene.
respect he needs. But some of us women will just take that man as stupid, as some kind of he doesn't know what he's doing. And if that man change, you will suffer in the marriage. So let's know what we have before we
No.
will go out and learn from things.
Okay, sorry.
Many ladies will make that
Sorry, keep
mistake. They
doing,
will
Mama.
just see, nowadays you will see relationship on
Health
internet.
insurance
They
in
look
name, Mama.
perfect. The relationship, they'll put it on internet, they look perfect, smiling, and
Uh-uh.
like they are very expensive, and they want to learn and do that in their homes while you don't know behind the camera, you don't know what's going on. I don't look at people's relationship on internet and copy. I'm not that type of person. I study my husband. I know the kind of person he is, what he don't want and what he likes. Because if you are into a relationship or marriage and you don't know the kind of woman or man you are dealing with, you will suffer for that. Because you never know, even if the person showed you the love you want, everything, you will never know because your eyes is looking somewhere else.
And that is what most of us women, we are doing, that makes our relationship difficult. So we need to learn that as well. It's not every time about men. Women, we also are into stuff that makes our relationship very difficult.
True. Because a lot of the women, why they don't appreciate when they have good man is they're not used to anything good. Because a lot of the women come from home that they've not been nurtured. The mother always beat them and insult them and beat them and physically abuse them and even verbally abuse all the time. So because they come from those homes, they don't know how to nurture something good. They're not used to something good. So when they have something good, they don't know how to value it and they don't know how to respect it. And because they see a lot of men in the
Exactly.
community that are doing evil stuff, so, and the men that are doing evil stuff, they call it, I'm a man. No woman should control me. I don't listen to woman.
Yes,
I'm
so
strong. So now if
yes.
they have a man that is doing good, they don't understand that that's how it should be. That's
Especially
why.
some,
The
if their
sister is
fathers
God.
are doing same, to their mothers, they will just like, the man she has is also like the same as the father. They also do that. May God help us. May Allah
True. Now
help
I'm
us.
gonna talk about this. Yes,
So
definitely. Allah will help us, inshallah.
I'm gonna
I want to
leave
talk
you,
about this
Sister
woman being on
Annie.
a little bit.
I'm gonna
Are
leave
you gonna
you.
go or
I
you can stay
hope.
and I'll talk about her a little bit?
Is there any other topic? Let me see if I can contribute something.
You can either go and come back if you want to contribute, or you can stay. I'm gonna talk about this woman that has been commenting here a lot about her Gambian husband who let her down and stuff. And
Wow.
I'm gonna ask her a couple of questions, and I'm gonna talk to her about my own experience and just what I think about what she's saying, and to motivate her, because I do that too. And yeah, I'm gonna about to end this soon because I'm gonna go and make dinner soon. But I'm grateful that you guys are here today.
And we
I
will be
appreciate it.
here anytime. We'll be here every time you are live. Because me, that's the type of
Oh,
topic I
awesome.
like, because we are all fighting for the right of our sisters. If we are not into that kind of relationship, that kind of marriage, that doesn't mean we can't fight for others. It can be that my
Absolutely.
sister can go into such thing. And then that's the reason why we are fighting for all women that can't speak for themselves. And we want women to feel
Yes.
and know that we also have our rights to talk. It's not everything you will just keep in. And then, most of women are going through depression because they are keeping things in. They are not talking. And there are some depression that can lead you even to kill yourself. And that's what we are trying to avoid. Some women are through
Yes.
depression
Or
and
even make
are
you sick
traumatizing.
inside.
Yes, and they're traumatizing kids, they're traumatizing their children because you are depressed. And the depression is not something good. We will pray for someone. So if you are going through such thing, come out and talk. Try to find someone that can listen to you, that can hear you. It's not everyone you will just see and trying to start explaining yourself. There are some people out there that are very bad and will advise you to go and do bad things or wrongly. So you just like pray. May God give you someone that can understand you, understand your feelings, and then they will help you like find yourself again. So that's what we are all about. Thank you, Sister Ami, and I will always be here whenever you are live, whenever you are
Thank
doing
you
live.
so much,
So thank
sweetheart.
you. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
I
I'm
really
gonna cook.
appreciate it.
I'm going
Yeah.
to cook. It's 6 o'clock, 6:10 here. I live in
All
Italy.
right. Oh, you're in Italy. Bless you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go and
So
cook. I'm gonna
thank
go and cook soon. It's just after 5
uh,
here now. But yeah, we speak
okay,
later. Yes, sister.
okay,
Thank you so
okay.
much. Appreciate
Bye.
it.
Salam.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do more English videos because of you guys. I planned this year that I was gonna do more English videos, but I've not been doing as much English videos because I'm used to speaking in my language for years now. But I'm gonna do more English video this year, inshallah. I'm gonna try to do 50-50 English and Wolof because that's my goal. My mission is not just for my community, it's for all over the world. And also my community is English as well because I come from Gambia, although my dad is Senegalese and my mom root is also Senegalese, but I love to speak English. Even though my English are not perfect, I'm going to make sure that you know what I'm saying. I'm good at making sure that people know what I'm saying. So yeah, guys, I'm going to close this topic soon because I've been here for way too long. I wasn't even planning this long, but I love it. I love the topic um that we did today, and I love everyone that was here, very wise and open-minded and just the same warriors like me, ready to make a difference for the community. A lot of women that are going through these kind of things that I talk about when it comes to marriages in our community, because they're suffering right now. For example, if I have a husband that was like the man I talk about, I will not be here talking. He's gonna see the video. Sorry, people trying to make me take them for challenge or game or whatever they call it. But I cannot because, this is not for that, this video. So yeah, those women that are suffering, that I have family members who are suffering right now, like I suffered also myself. But when you are suffering, you cannot be coming to live video talking. So that's why we are talking. This thing doesn't just make the woman to kill herself and stuff. A lot of us African women, especially when we have children, we cannot kill ourselves because we think of the children. And just women all over the world. A lot of women are walking around. It's because they have children. That's why they're not dead. That's the reality. Even some men too. A lot of parents in general. Because life can hit you so hard that you feel like I don't even belong here or what. I'm tired. Especially if it's hitting you like that for years. Which is why I always motivate myself and others and teach people how to manage stress like I'm doing. This thing, the other thing that it can do to you, if you cannot kill yourself, it can kill your immune system. Your immune system cannot handle constant stress. You cannot sleep at night. Daytime you are stressed. Night you cannot have peace and sleep because you are stressed. You have children that's hard enough to deal with children, especially children nowadays. They don't listen. That alone is extremely stressful, even if you have a good, kind, loving partner who don't trouble you. Just to deal with the children alone is extremely stressful, children of this age. They learn how to be so-called independent. They watch videos of other rude children and game and other things. They just challenging you every day. When you say yes, they say no. Especially if you don't hit them and strangle them. They know that when they say no to you, nothing is going to come out of it. Then they say no often. Or not listening to you often. Then it's very challenging. You see, so it's very hard to raise children nowadays, especially if you're not abusing them. And I am against abusing children. This video is not for that. I'm against the way we beat children until they are half dead for every little thing because of we are stressed. Which is why I always talk about the things that are causing the stress. So we're not even so stressed that we have to be so angry, feeling like you want to strangle your children. Or just strangle everybody else. If the woman don't have peace, it's not just for the woman. The man cannot have peace too. A lot of these men that are clever, they know that when I talk about them being good, it's not for us all to enjoy. It's for them to enjoy too. When I have a good husband now, he's going to enjoy too. I'm going to think about him, think about what to cook before he comes from work even. Think about him. When I see even his t-shirt hanging around, I'll take it and wash it and I'll take it and look after it. Because he's my husband and he's good. When I see something I know he will like, I'll get it. When I know that if I tell him this or I do him this, he will like it, I'll do it because I know he's good to me. I'm happy to do it. It's from my heart. It's not fake. But when you have a husband who is not good, how are you going to even think of, I see this, I think my husband will like some oranges, let me buy some oranges. Or I think my husband will like some whatever, let me cook this super kanja because I know my husband likes super kanja. I'm not going to tell him what I'm cooking. I'll just surprise him and make nice super kanja. And he will come from work and be happy. How are you going to think of that when you have an evil husband who cannot even do anything good for you? So when I tell these men to be good, I'm telling them to be good for their own benefit. Most likely, if you marry a woman who loves you and you love her, and you do good, you continue showing her love. If you already damaged the love by doing wrong for years and defending yourself and blaming her and she's not crazy, then the love is rotten. You spoil it. You put poison in the love. So now you have to fix the love and tell the truth and tell her sorry. Tell her, I know I've been an idiot this whole time. I promise I will not do this again. you agree to the truth, she will learn to trust you again. Because at least if the person agree that they're doing wrong, that's one step that they're ready to change. Not when they're doing like you are wrong the whole time for telling them what they're doing is wrong. And you know what they're doing is wrong, you're not mad. Because a lot of our men, when they do wrong, they do like our parents do. When they do wrong, they pretend like they've not done wrong. That's why we cannot trust them. That's why the love is dying. And some of the love are already dead. Because the person, as long as they continue to pretend like what they're doing is not wrong, doesn't matter if they're a friend or family member or whoever they are, even your children, or your parents, anybody, you know that they will never change, and you know that they're going to give you more of this, and that they don't value you. That's why they're pretending like they're mad, like what they're doing is fine. It's you who shouldn't talk, or what they're doing is not bad enough for you to talk like this. That's why when even children do that to their parents, or the parents do that to the child, they don't like it. When you do something wrong, you have to admit it and you have to change. The hell, no one is perfect. I'm not saying that we have to have perfect husbands who are so perfect like a candle and just standing like a candle so perfect. This head tie. No one is like that. That's not what I'm saying. I believe in natural stuff and be real. No natural stuff is perfect. Thank you. No natural stuff is perfect, whatever the hell perfect is. Everything is perfect if you see it as perfect. When it's come to look and stuff, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, natural behavior. But I'm not saying you go and cheat and say I'm not perfect. Cheat again and keep doing your idiotic stuff. Keep neglecting my entire generation and saying I'm not perfect. That's not you not being perfect. That's you not want to be perfect. It's not like I'm looking for an angel husband, for God to create my own angel husband and fall it from the sky. No. I know even if I have a so-called good husband, he's still going to do, little mistake. I'm not saying that we're only human. But I'm talking about a really horrible, narcissistic husband that is going to always blame me for his doing. And never change. And telling me to learn how to accept that and shut up, like all the women are doing. Because a lot of women in this community are sick in the head. They accept every nonsense and blame us who are not taking it and laugh at us and bully us for not taking it. The women like us, they make this community like this. They pretend to be so-called good wife and know how to be a married woman. And they're so hypocrite. They're all going to juju all the time. That's why Gambia and Senegal juju people, they make a lot of money from our women. They even sleep with them, sexually abuse them all the time. The married women get sexually abused. The young women who are not married get sexually abused by these jujus. Lot of jujus sexually abuse our women. Because the women, they go to juju a lot instead of talking and be their own juju and tell the husband, I'm not taking this nonsense. And if the man is not going to change, they try everything, he's not changing, they stop. They're not going to do that. They don't have the courage to do that. But they have the courage to put down and belittle women like us that is trying to fight for our peace, for the community. I want the community to have peace, not just for the women, but even for the children to have healthier marriage than us. And why this community is the way it is because the community is hypocrite. 99.9.9.9.9.9 of the community is so hypocrite. Especially the ones that have a bad husband. Lot of the women in the community who have a bad husband, like the men that I talk about in my videos, they don't want women like me to talk. They call us, whatever, and they say that they're good, they want to be married. And they know they are dying and that they don't deserve that and that no one should live like that. And that they should thank people like me for talking. Lot of women, lot of European women need to hear this too so that they will understand. Yes, I'm going to be talking more in English, inshallah. I'm going to talk about that sister. One of the sisters was commenting. Are you still here? You, this person that was saying that you are married to the Gambian man and the Gambian man did not tell you that he was married and stuff. I have an experience like that myself. Tell me if you are still here. Myself, a Gambian man nearly married me. Nearly, like this close, few years ago. And he have 2 wives in Gambia, and he told me he have no wife. And I know women, not a woman, women who are from Gambia and some from Senegal, who are married to our men here, which is Gambia and Senegal men, here abroad. And the men lie to them just like the way you've been lied to. The man have 1 or 2 wives in Africa and tell them I have none until after they marry them and have children even before they find out that the man was lying. So I don't know if you are still here. I want you to know that this is not happening to you because you're white. They do that to us too. But lot of them will do it to other race even worse. That's the reality. Because they're using the other race more sometimes to get opportunities because they know that the other race don't know, their game. But they do it to us too. So don't worry, you're not alone. I myself, I was married to a man who I have 2 children for. He's from Nigeria though. But you don't want to know all he did to me while my marriage finished. I'll just tell you one of the things that he did. Because some of the things he did, especially this particular one, I'll never say it. It's so embarrassing to even talk about. He did this particular bad thing. Not that's just one of the bad things he did. He was married when he was married to me. He double married. He was married again to a white woman and hide it. Because when he was married to me, he was in Africa. He married to a white woman when he was still married to me. And he met that white woman from the internet cafe that I opened for him. I give him money to buy some computer, some second-hand computer and open an internet cafe because he was saying he want to have a job, but he doesn't want to work in Africa. It's no money. He want to have an internet cafe. That money that I save and struggle and work in a nursing home, and I have a baby then. My daughter, I have my daughter 1 year plus I have my son. They both like 2 years between them. They were younger, now they're grown. My younger one is 13 now. This man have 2 children of him that is less than 2 years old. He have the gut for the money I give him to open internet cafe so he can have something to hold on to instead of asking me for money for food. He have the gut to use that internet cafe and chat and find a woman online that woman fly to Africa and marry him. He did a secret wedding with that woman without telling me. That's the woman that bring him to Sweden. He's in Sweden now for years. And after he came to Sweden, he never helped his children. He never give them nothing. He only give them £100. All of these years he's in Sweden. And that £100 is because I tell him years ago when he said he wanted to talk to them. I said to him, if you don't give them child support and you're working, you will not talk to them because you have no right to talk to them. He put that £100 in my PayPal and he was very angry. He speak to them. This is years ago. The children cannot even remember that. And then he end up arguing with me saying that he want to come and visit them, but he gonna stay in my house when he come. I said to him, God forbid. I'm done with you. And I have no feeling for you anymore. Me, I don't leave a man and then follow him and try to do stuff with him. Especially idiotic man like him and what he did to me. Never. I despise him. I look at him like I'm looking at a goat or something. I don't have no feeling. It's like I'm dead when I see him. I don't feel nothing. And because he's narcissistic and abusive, he doesn't like the fact that I don't have no feeling for him anymore. It gets to him because the way I used to love him so much and cry and listen to him and just talk to friends and cry and just like, oh my God, why is this happening? Why is this man doing this after all the good I do for him? So he don't understand how I, from nowhere, have the courage to just leave his entire generation like he doesn't exist anymore. He thought I was going to leave him and then come back and cry or come back and take him and tell him, I love you, I miss you. To fear. I'd rather die. He watch me. He can get to hell. He will hear this video. Him and other men like him is why I'm talking. And they don't deserve no respect. And I don't care to be so-called professional to not talk my heart. I'm not professional. I'm only human. I have blood. I have feelings. I can only take what I can take. I opened my video 5 years ago, 5 years plus now, to talk for what my community did to me from my childhood, underage marriages, forced arranged marriages, to horrible man that you meet and love, and he so-called claim he love you and then ruin you. To you losing your self-worth and self-dignity because of your community and what they did to you. And you have to learn how to regain that and love and protect yourself. I talk about everything. Even skin bleaching, I talk about that sometimes, for you to learn to love your skin. I talk about everything that's damaging us because of my community experience. This is why my videos are different from a lot of people. I come to my community with my childhood trauma and even the pain that I have after the childhood trauma that add to the trauma. I come crying in the video like a baby and telling them the truth. They know me for that. This community can ruin us. Never mind other people, us. This community needs spoken to. But they're not ready for it. Because when you talk to them, they call you talk a lot. Even they talk more than you. They're always on the phone themselves. They're always in every group. They're always gossiping to each other on the phone. When you are someone like me who don't do that, you come to the phone and talk instead for the whole world to hear the truth. Instead of hiding and gossiping, they call you talk a lot. And they talk more than you. They just don't do it on the screen. They know that. My community people talk a lot. Gambia and Senegal, West African people in general. But because you're doing it on the phone and telling them the truth, they call you talk a lot. Someone like me, they call you all kind of names. But that's not going to stop me. And I want women like us to keep going. This woman that was commenting that the person abused her, and just wasted her life for years. I think she's not here because she's not commenting now. Maybe next time when I'm talking about love, she will be here. I want her to just know that it's not only her. Thank you so much. I want her to know that even us, these men do this to us. And these men that doing this, I know they're not good, they're evil, and they have to change. But most of it is not their fault. It's because the way they are brought up. They've not been taught how to love and respect themselves. Because the fact that they abuse them and beat them all the time and abuse them all the time growing up. Just yesterday, I was saying this in my language. And one of the men coming and thanking me for saying this and saying that even him, he have to learn how to heal himself. Because of the amount of child beating he go through growing up, the way they beat him, he was not having no pain for no one. He can even stab someone without feeling nothing. He said that in the middle of the video, in my language. He said he have to learn how to calm, how to change his mindset. I hope his mindset is totally changed now. I tell my community, as long as they continue hitting children the way they do, and neglecting women and children, we will never have good presidents, never have good hospital, good nothing. Even good friends and husbands and wives is difficult. Absolutely nothing. This is why I don't waste my energy for African government. Like some people do. Shouting for government all day. I hardly talk about government. I talk about why the government is not good. Why we all cannot have peace government or not. You cannot even have a loyal friend. It's difficult. That's what I talk about. Us. Until we know that we have to do the truth and tell the truth and live the truth, we can never have peace. And we're going to remain poor and we're going to remain stressed and run into drugs, running to gossip and lies, running to destroying each other, running to strangling the children to death, people beating their children every day to death. and just suffering your wife, suffering your husband, suffering family members and friends, bleaching your skin, using drugs and alcohol, buying all the expensive clothes that you don't need and expensive jewelry because you are dying inside. That's why you're buying stuff that you cannot afford. That's another form of stress as well. We're gonna run to all of this, is us black people, if we don't stop this madness and tell the truth. The whole world know, even the Chinese people and everybody, they know that us black people have to know our problem and that this is our problem. Thank you. I believe you still love the man because you cannot forget about him. No, I don't love the man. If I love the man, I take him back. The man wanted me to take him back years ago. And I never will take him back. I'd rather die. I don't love him. I don't hate him. I don't hate on no one. But I don't have no feeling for him at all. It's just I like to use my own experience when I'm talking to people, for people to know that what I'm saying is real. You understand? But I'm not going to say everything that he did, because some things are so simple to talk about and I still respect my children and stuff. But I like to use my own life experience. Even the way I was brought up with serious child beating, I talk about that, and I love and respect my mom. But I talk about that sometimes, and it's not easy to talk about. I talk about all the horrible things that I go through sometimes, and why I am the way I am with my videos and my community. Not because I love somebody and stuff. If I love the man, I would never stop talking to him. I will keep contact with him this whole time, like some women do, and even take him back. A lot of women get divorced and marry again with the man. He wanted me to take him back years ago. I rejected his entire generation. Let me block this person saying that they want sex. They can go and sex themselves if they don't have somebody to sex. Subhanallah. They type in that in my language. Some of my countrymen, they're so sick on the head, especially some of the Senegal men. And they hate someone like me, because they've never seen any woman like me in the community. The way I'm very stubborn and strong and ready to die for my community to stop this madness. They've never seen anything like me. And instead of them to sit down and appreciate me or listen or just block me, no. They decided to come to me and bully me every day so I can stop and run. They're like a sick coward, 1 year old, coming to insult me or just randomly coming to type something bad, like this person saying, I want sex. I want to do this to the woman private part. That's all I want. That's what this person, writing. Like a sick idiot. Especially Senegal. Senegal and Gambia is like one country, but it has slight different, behavior. Senegal have, according to my experience of 5 years of doing videos and listening to other people's videos, Senegal have more pity. What's the English word? More pity way of behaving and more disrespectful for women and children than even Gambia. The way Senegal have no love and respect for women and they faking everything is unreal. 99.9 male Senegal men have no respect for women and children. They'll tell you in the video like this that women have no mind. Their mind is bending down just the way their breast is bending down. Listen, they'll say in a video that a woman mind is bending upside down, just like her breasts are bending upside down. Like sug. Bending is sug. They say that in the live video. And they'll say that a woman cannot think like a man, a woman is just a woman. A woman is just a woman. She cannot, her mind is not good. And even some women say that. Some of the sick women who manage to allow these men to make them sick, they will say in the video that, us women, we're not clever like men. They talk like that when they're talking. I say to them, you mean yourself. Me, nobody is more clever than me. It's just we think different. You, a man, you have a man mind. I'm a woman, I have a woman mind. Doesn't mean that you're more clever than me or I'm more clever than you. Just we see things differently and do things differently. Some things I can see and do, you cannot see and do. Some things you can see and do, I cannot see and do. Just like the way you have a manhood and I have a womanhood, you know? But doesn't mean that your one is better than mine. It's just different. But because the community abuse children, especially Senegal have these Quran places that call Dara, where people learn Quran. That's where they ruin all our men, guys. All of our men, almost 99.9% of Senegal men that go to this Dara place, this Quran place, their life is ruined. Absolutely ruined. Because of this Quran place where you have to learn about Allah. If you see how they suffer children there, guys, you will never even mention the name Senegal. You will, if you meet any Senegal man or any Senegal person, you will slap them. If you see how children suffer on those places. It's more than slavery, how the white people used to do to us. More than that. I'm not joking there. More than what the white people used to do to us. That's what those people are going through. Apart from chopping their neck. It's like they chop it, but they're not chopping it. What I mean by that is sometimes they hang these children upside down on the tree. Hang their legs on the tree and their whole body is down. And they give them the Quran to read. They tell them, finish this ayah or you will not come down. I swear to Allah. That's just one of the horrible things that they did to them. They're doing to them. Just one of it. Just yesterday, one of the man was saying this, was confessing this in the video when I was talking. And the other man was telling him, don't talk like that. You're going to make Ami have something to say. You're going to give Ami something to say. They said because they respect that place, because that place is a Quran place. People learn Quran, so I shouldn't talk about it like that. I should shut up. The other thing they do is those people, those men that have those places, those daras, a lot of them, they have to leave their nails very long just to suffer these children. Especially 2 of the nails have to be very long. What they use those nails for is to place those nails on the children's ear and press it until the nails touch each other. Until the blood is dripping, the nails have to touch each other. I swear to Allah, guys. One of the guy came in here yesterday and he was talking. How 2 of his brother was in one of those places. Even him said he was there. He tell you what he been through there. He tell you how the children there, especially these 2 of his brother, he was explaining. When they come home, their ears were all like this, like teared down. Teared, like separated. And when their father asked them why, they say that their ustaz, the person that teaching them dara, is the one that have long nails, that is placing his nails inside here and cutting their ears, suffering them, torturing them for not being able to read the Quran or just doing anything because they're just evil. This dara place don't just torture the children. The adult, the owner of the daras, they don't just torture the children, and their children don't just torture these children. No. The children themselves torture each other too, the older ones. If you see what they're doing to the young ones, because this place is just a place of hell. Everyone is allowed to abuse everyone. If you see what the older children are doing to the young children, some of these children, their clothes and their body will have headlights and will have, is it called maggot? Maggot. Their clothes and their body and where they sleep at night on the floor will have maggot. Because that floor, the young ones will pee there. And because they're so young, with like 3 years old and stuff, they just dump them there to learn Quran. It's not because they love Allah that much. It's because they don't give a F about the children. And they don't want to take the responsibility of bringing them up because they have too many children and they cannot afford it for the most part. Or they just hypocrite with the Allah. So they feel like if they take the child there, the child will have good manners, and when they grow up, they will listen to them. So they can continue to control them for the rest of their life. Tell them who to marry, tell them how to breed, and what to do when they are adult. So that's why they have to take them there so they can have manners, they call it. Because if they take them to school, they're going to have their mind of their own and choose who to marry, choose how to have a peaceful life. And that's not good for them, the parents. So they have to take them there so the child can grow up blind to life, immune to suffering and pain, just learn how to be slave and worship and yes. So they can continue abusing that child for the rest of their life and controlling their life and their children's life and their wife and their children's life. Until they're 100 years old, they're controlling you. That's why they're taking you there. Not because they love Allah. They don't care about Allah. They don't do what Allah tell them. Lot of them have a wife that they're neglecting like hell in the house, making her life a hell, that Allah tell them not to do that. Lot of them even have girlfriends. Gossip, lie, steal, earn money the wrong way, doing all the horrible things that Allah tell them not to do. This is why I tell you they don't care about Allah. Thank you. Okay, I don't know how to tag you. I've never tagged nobody in a live video. I'm very bad at this. I just click the video and talk. But I'll follow you. They just use Allah to manipulate the children and the women and just suffer them. And when women like me have enough of the nonsense and screaming, they're telling them to shut up and get to hell. And they're always like, go and get married. Why are you talking? This is why you cannot get married. You've been divorced so many times. Who cares? Someone that, a lot of people should divorce so many times like me in this community. They're not brave enough. That's why they're not doing it. Lot of people that are in their marriage right now for 20, 30 years, they should divorce long time. They're just not brave enough. And you know it. So why are you talking? It doesn't bother me that I'm divorced so many times in this sick community. Because people marry you day one. When they meet you within 2 months, they marry you and then they start their idiotic behavior. So how I'm not going to divorce? If I have a good man, I'm not going to divorce. Why should I divorce a good, kind, loving man who I love? That's beautiful. You will miss me in these videos. I'll be busy, doing stuff with him and stuff. Forget him, that will do you good sometimes, forgiving people. It's not like I don't forgive him. I'm just telling you like what some of our men are capable of. And I'm talking about this today because this woman that was saying, one of the white women was talking about this, how some Gambian men treat her bad. And I want her to know that even if she was a black woman like me, Gambian woman like me, this men will still treat her bad. They always do that to their fellow women all the time, that their fellow black women. They treat them bad. Some Gambian women, if they tell you what Gambian men do to them, you will not believe. So I don't want you to think that it's because you're white, that's why that happened to you. But some people use white people just for opportunity. That's true. Because why people do that is some white people themselves use the younger black people for opportunity. You know what I mean? So that's where they get that technique from. They see it like some older white people use younger black people for their own good. So them too, it's okay for them to do that, sometimes, which is not okay. But some of them do that. And some of them also see the white people as if they just want them for bed. Some black men see all white women as if they're after them for their manhood. That's the reality. And it's not every white woman that is after you for your manhood. Some just love you. But a lot of black men think that every white woman is after them for their manhood. That's the reality. And I believe some white women will after them because of who they are. Even if the manhood is there, it's not that's the only thing, no. But who doesn't want a man with a correct manhood? I want that too. So why they thinking like that? I don't know. But even if they think like that, then why, if they love themselves and respect themselves, why they not leaving these white women alone? I don't know. But I want you to know that it's not because you're white they're doing that. And if you still want to have a black woman that is good and kind, loving, you can still find black man or woman. You can still find them. You just have to know who to go for. You have to look for the right person, to go for. You have to go for somebody that is your match, and just take your time, and keep trying. Love is like that. Sometimes you have to try before you meet the right person. Doesn't matter what color you are, and that's the reality. Us human have to know that too. If you know that, the whole game will change. And doesn't matter how man let you down. Don't feel like I'm broken, like what she was typing. I'm broken. I feel like I'm broken now and stuff like that. No. I was feeling like that years ago. Don't feel like that. Because the moment you start feeling like that deeply inside, especially at night, that's when you're going to start drinking or doing all the wrong things. Don't do that. No matter how much a person try to break you, doesn't matter who they are to you, they cannot break you. Only you can break you. Because even the childhood trauma that you go through can only break you now if you allowed it. You can learn to control it, learn to avoid the wrong things, the damaging things that you're doing to your body and your mind. Learn to love and protect yourself. That's what I mean. But if you're an adult and somebody try to break you, you can get away from the person and keep going with life. Keep looking at all the good things you have. Don't neglect them. Eat healthy. Move around. Love yourself. Look after yourself. Have new friends. Move around and live your life. That's the reality. Don't stop your life and put a break to it because of someone. They're not worth it. Whoever they are is not worth it. We just have to learn how to not be too emotional over things and keep those emotions. If someone betray you, don't be too emotional and feel sorry for yourself so much and keep those emotions. You're like, I'm dead. That's it. I can never be human again. I'm not lucky. I'm broken. No. Be like, oh well, this one is not working again, but I shall keep going. And look after yourself. Eat healthy. Move around. Do good things. And keep going and you'll find somebody else. Can I be your friend? Oh, thank you, sweet girl. Of course, we're already friends here. I have friends, but I don't have many, and I definitely don't have like a close best friend apart from my older sister in Africa. It's easy to have friends nowadays, but a loyal friend is not easy to have, and I'm quite loyal. Not like I'm the best friend in the world. I did little wrong things in the past, but I'm quite loyal for the most part, especially over the years that I have the knowledge I have about friendship and love and just, life in general. The more I become more loyal to myself and to others, the harder it is to have a good, close friend. Because a lot of friends are fake and they're friends with you because of company or money or go shopping together or someone to call and gossip, and if you're not like that, it's difficult. I'm not that friend that you just call and gossip. We're talking about what food is healthy, what book is better to read, how to, do this, how to do that, what great program to watch and getting knowledge from. I'm like that. I'm not just calling about, do you see this person, what they dress like? Do you see this, in this party? Do you do this? What you wearing in this party? Just all the time talking about stupid stuff. I'm not like that. I can talk about stupid stuff, but I'm not good at it. And I'm just going to tell you, Jangha, let's talk about something important. Or I'm just going to tell you, but I don't think this is right, A, B, and C. And then you get angry. I get that in my community a lot. Because my community, as much as we are forward, we are very fake and arrogant. We don't like it when someone is forward with the truth. Oh, you have no friends. Oh, no, sorry. You'll be fine. I'll message me. I'll give you my WhatsApp. You can send me a message sometime and just... You'll be fine. You will make friends. Are you going to gas master reading for the new job. What is gas master reading? I'm going to the new job on Monday. Yeah, African community. I'm now friend with you here, so you can just WhatsApp me. Hello. I mean, you can just write to me and I'll give you my WhatsApp. My email address is above for anybody that need me. Anybody that have too much stress and they can't sleep at night, they should email me. Anybody that have too much stress and they're doing all the wrong things because they're stressed, like drinking, smoking, even using drugs or sleeping with people that you shouldn't sleep with, they should call me. They should email me, amiholop@gmail.com. And I'll give them my WhatsApp or something. Gas meter. What is gas meter? Gas meter reading for your new job. It's not gas meter reading. On Monday, 28th of March. No, I'm not doing gas meter reading. My job is not gas meter reading. But it's going to people's houses, but it's not gas meter reading. But I don't think on Monday I'm going there. Because I've not started the job yet. I'm gonna learn about the job properly more on Monday. That's what they told me. What was I saying? So yeah, guys, just let's know that when the man let you down, it's not because A, B, and C. Sometimes it could be because you contribute to it, because maybe you choose the wrong man and you could see the red flags in the beginning, or maybe you have a good man and you spoiled it because of your behavior. But even if it's not that, if it's the man that is just being idiot, still don't allow that to ruin you. You feeling hopeless and feeling like I'm broken. No one is broken. I'm broken is just a word. The feeling of broken in general is just a feeling. Honestly, I wish I know life the way I know life now. I wish I know life like that years ago. I was gonna save myself a lot of trouble with my brain. That's the reality. The feeling of broken alone is just a feeling. You nurtured it. Your mind can tell you, you're broken, because you hear this word from people, broken or whatever, And your mind is like, yeah, you're broken, yeah. Look at what they did, this is sad. It's up to you to you always have two choices. To react to that feeling of broken and nurture it and give it a wife, give it a children, give it a grandchildren, which is you start thinking all the horrible stuff and feeling sorry for yourself more. Or you are like, no, subhanallah, if you're Muslim or even if you don't have God, be like, no, I know I'm feeling broken now, but I'm not broken. Nothing can break me. I'm me. I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I'm not broken. Hello. And you start thinking positive and start looking at all the positive things and start eating healthy, drinking water. A lot of us are broken because our mind is broken, because our mind have no healthy food or water. Your mind have to have some moringa, baobab, hibiscus, collagen powder, even vitamin D, vitamin C. You have to ground, connect with earth. You have to do some exercise. You have to eat some green, eat some fruits, drink water. See, I finished all that water and now I have another one. I drank this much, this whole bottle since I wake up. And now I'm going to drink this one again before I go to bed. You see, when you eat the fruit that you need and the water that you need, there's no way your brain can be like feeling broken. I'm telling you this. I know this myself. Because your brain is blocked with all the bad food and bad thought. That's why you're feeling like that. When you drink good stuff, eat good stuff, your brain will automatically be happy and start being positive automatically. Your brain will look at the sunshine and be happy and or look at the snow and be happy, or look at the birds and be happy. Naturally. Because that's what your brain meant to do. Your brain meant to be happy naturally. I'm still losing weight. I'm not there yet, but I'm losing weight a lot. But I don't want to lose weight too much. I just want to shape my body and tone it. I think some food makes your brain, makes your mind Domat. What is domat? Yeah, it does make your mind, feel miserable and hopeless. A lot of people don't know that. You see, you have to recite all of that. I have to read all of that from people who are knowledgeable and know that. You see? So yeah, guys, maybe that's why people in Africa, especially the organic people in Africa, because a lot of people now in Africa are not organic either. The people that in the villages and stuff, people that eat organic stuff a lot in Africa and just do the right thing and have sunshine and connect with the earth, walk barefoot. Maybe that's why they cannot keep depression like people here, Maybe that's why they're still happy no matter what, smiling, because we are meant to smile no matter what. Even when someone die, you're not meant to stay miserable for days. You're meant to talk to someone or look at something and smile, or think of something and smile just after. You're not meant to keep that sadness for so long. We're naturally built like that, us humans. I mean, some bad food makes your mind not to function. Exactly. Function well, it does. Some men hide their true self from their prospective wife. Can't pronounce some of the word, or current girlfriend, and only so after. Yes. Some people do that. Some women do that too. You know why some women even do that too? It's because the community are not allowed to tell the truth. Because the community, for example, if you divorce so many times, someone like me, or even someone who divorced half of the time I divorced, you see it and they're like, you're not good then. You divorced that many times, you cannot be good. And they just run away from you just because of that alone. So they meet a lot of women and the women divorce, they'll divorce again and will not tell them. I have women who tell me that they were married so young like me, but their current partner don't know. Because they cannot tell the current partner. Because they feel like if they tell the current partner, then, when everything was new, they feel like if they tell the person will judge them. So now they're together for so long, happy, but they're afraid to say it. They feel like it's too late. And the person will be like, why you were lying to me this whole time? Because our community lack understanding and emotional support. Because a lot of our parents don't have that. A lot of our parents don't have one tiny bit of understanding. Not even this much understanding. A lot of our parents, one little thing, they will slap you. You think they are mad. Like you think they're in the mad hospital. For every little thing, even if you drop this cup of water, they will slap you, yeah? So that's where we get this lack of understanding from. It's serious. This community have very serious issue. And they busy bleaching their skin and competing with clothes and stuff, instead of looking at this effing mess that is killing us. They busy masking it all, bleaching their skin and partying like nothing is happening and competing about dress and stuff. And someone like me who can't be bothered with any of that, they think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I see the cake in the community. I'm not going to look at the crumbs. I see the cake. I don't have time for crumbs. I let them pick it. I see the cake. I have to go, guys. The sunshine is going and I'm not going to be here owning live. I have to go and cook. I don't want to on the light, sorry. So yeah, I pray that we shall all know our community problem, know how to love and protect ourselves from this sick community that we are in. The community have good stuff that we should copy, but it's not many. That's the reality. Apart from the organic food that is in Africa, and sunshine and stuff. A lot of the behavior and the mindset is something that we should abandon. That's the reality. Everyone knows that. Every honest person knows that. Which is why we are the way we are, Cannot even have paracetamol. Nothing. So, no need to hide the truth. No need to be embarrassed. The whole world knows how we are, which is why we are in their country, dying in the sea to come here every day, So they know that we're not perfect. That's why we cannot stay where we are. No need to hide. So let's just tell the truth now and face reality. Okay? No one is perfect. Even abroad here, they have certain things that is not good too. Certain way of doing things. So no country is perfect. No need to be ashamed. Let's just focus on our reality. Number one, I'm going to leave you all with is let's love ourselves. Doesn't matter man or woman. Love yourself. Protect yourself. Tell yourself the truth and do the truth. If you have children that you are abusing, strangling them, beating them to death, just know that you are creating this next generation, which is the ones I'm talking about now. You are creating people with no emotional support, people that are full of pain and ready to kill anyone, physically or mentally. People who will not know how to love themselves, not to mention somebody else. People who have to get ready and work so hard to learn, to undo what you did. And a lot of people are not going to do that work. They're just going to run to alcohol, drugs, sex, masking the pain like you are doing. That's the easy way out. If you are broken as a parent and you're masking the pain, beating your children, I'm not saying you should spoil them, but don't beat them to half dead. Emotionally torture them, physically torture them, saying certain horrible word to them. No. Watch how you talk to them. Watch how you treat them. Unlearn what you learn. Nothing is late. Buy even some books. Listen to videos. Getting knowledge about how to bring up children. Be honest. Be truthful. Protect them. That's the way forward. The way forward is to develop children that are going to grow up not like you and me. What else do you think is the way forward? That's the number one way forward. The second way forward is if you don't have the voice and the courage to talk like this. When you see someone else that is doing it, me or not, don't sit there and try to put them down and belittle them and bully them so they can run away. Because a lot of people are not like me. You're lucky me, I'm very stubborn. That's why I'm still here talking to you 5 years later. If I was somebody else, by now I run away from this community. If you're bullying people who are telling the truth to this community, just because you don't have the courage to do it, you are contributing to the work, to the horrible stuff. And the karma will haunt you. Because you know what they're saying is true. You're not mad. And if you feel like people like me should be talking about the positive things more, you open your TikTok and talk positive. Who is stopping you? Open your TikTok and sing about the good men or every day. Sing about the birds and the cows and the milk. For me, until I experience the good man in this community, I will never sing for them every day. I told you this. Why should I sing for them every day when I never experience it? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm lying. I'm faking. Just to make you happy. Who the hell are you? You pay my bill? I talk about what I know. And what I see other women are going through. Not just I know it. I have family members going through it right now, dying. When I'm talking to them, they're crying and they're older than me. Crying for years in the same marriage. One of them, over 25 years. She's crying. You want me to not talk about it? I talk about the good men and dance because you don't want the whole world to think that that all the men are bad and stuff. I was talking about your experience. Oh, you weren't here. I was talking about what you were saying, but I didn't talk about it much because I thought you were gone. Where do I have lecture? You have so much to give. It's my experience with my community is from my young age. I was married very young. Before I was even 10 years old. I was arranged married to a man so old that he was like 60 or more. Wrinkled, ugly old man. You know when a black man have wrinkle, that means he's over 60. I was arranged married to a man like that. Oh my God, guys, it's getting darker. But I want to go. I don't want to be bothered on in the light. And then I was divorced at 11 when they took me to him and his manhood wasn't working. He's dead long time ago. That's a long time. I don't know whether he's dead. I mean, he should be dead by now, but I don't see him after that. That's what I mean. So when they took me to him when I was 11 and his manhood wasn't working, he couldn't do me thingy, which I thank God for. I was divorced at 11 and get married again at 12 to someone who I don't know, who I don't love also. I say yes to marry him. It wasn't arranged like the first one, like without my... The first one, they did the marriage without my knowledge. My whole childhood, I just know that I was this man's wife. This man married me when I was like 8, 9. My mom think I was 9, but I think I was 8 because I stayed 3 years or more in my house waiting for him, waiting to go to him. I was waiting for my period to arrive so they can say that now I am mature enough so they can take me to him. And this period was over 3 years. So he cannot marry me at 9 and I was 11 when they took me to him. So he cannot marry me at 9. I was like 8. Because me, I start remembering things before I was 8. I have a good memory. And I never remember not being this man's wife. My whole childhood, I remember being this man's wife. There's no time that I remember not being this man's wife. So I grew up with the stress of having this husband that I don't want. And just even praying not to wake up at night for years. I get angry every morning when I wake up. I'm like, why the hell God did not kill me last night? And in the evening, when I see the sunset, I'm so happy thinking that God will kill me that night. I pray God will kill me that night, and God still never killed me. Very stubborn God, but I don't know why God never killed me. So I know, you know, how this community can stress you. And I also grew up with a mom who that thing happened to her. She was also arranged married to someone older, she don't want, which is our father. And she used to beat us so much, especially me. My mom will beat me like she's beating her enemy just because I don't wash the dishes on time. And I know that it wasn't the dishes, that my mom had pain. I can see it in her eye when she's beating me, asking me questions. And I can see that these questions and this pain is not about the dishes, that my mom have pain, even though I didn't know exactly what the pain was. Adi tala ma lambo ngir yalla. Adi, doma tala lambo ngir yalla. Ngelendam si, I have to go, guys. It's like, I don't know, are you guys seeing me? So I know that my community have way of ruining children's life and ruining women's life. I learned that from my young age. This is why I'm like this. By the age of 16, I was divorced 4 times already. I was at my marriage number 4 at the age of 16, which I was abused and get beaten almost every week or a couple of times a week. And I was there for 2 years. That was the longest that I was with. And I loved him then. He was young. He wasn't arranged marriage. I loved him. I agreed for him to marry me. He was my cousin. But my in-law was so evil and don't want me to stay there because my in-law wanted him to marry somebody else that he kept for him. That she kept for him, sorry. It's a long story. So I have history of my community, history of marriages, all the wrong marriages. From arranged marriage to marrying someone because of fear, to marrying someone because you don't have space to live. You have to marry just so you can have a home to live. To marrying someone for opportunity. To someone marrying you for opportunity and using you. I experienced all of it. Right now, I've been divorced 8 times. And this is a long time ago. This is like 5 years ago since I've been divorced 8 times. And my community always bullying me for that as well, that I've been married so many times. They use that to laugh and bully me. Knowing my history, that I've been interviewed in different platforms. I talk about my history, you know, they know my history, that I was married from a baby age. And I tell them the reality of how we all married. Yeah, I'm happy because this is why I'm telling you. I was telling you all of this, but you weren't here. I was teaching you how to not allow what happened to you to ruin you, but you weren't here. Don't worry, I do motivational videos all the time. As you watch me more, you will know. You will learn how to be happy. I learned how to be happy no matter what. But I don't hide my emotion also. I learn how to not hide my emotions. Especially when I don't have to. Especially with my community. I learn to tell my community the truth no matter what. I don't care if they're all angry. That's one thing I learned from my experience. And I learned to protect myself by eating healthy stuff. Moringa, baobab, hibiscus, all the healthy stuff I know I buy and eat them. I ground, I work out even nowadays, drink lot of water, sleep at night. I don't stay awake all night because of stupid men and stupid stuff, chatting or watching stupid video. No, I go to bed on time, do the stuff that I need to stay alive. I stay away from alcohol, drugs, all this stupid stuff. Stay away from stupid men who want to sex me. I stay away from any of this horrible stuff and stay on my own. But I'm not afraid of men and like abandon men and be like, I'll never marry again. No. I still talk to men. When I like the man, I talk to him, check him, talk to him, check him. And if I trust him, I get married again. I'm gonna get married again. Inshallah, not even long. Hopefully, I'll marry again. Not long. I will let you guys know. I'm not going to stop getting married until I meet the man that, you know, that I can trust and stay with him. But I will never stay with a bad man. But I will not give up love because of evil men and evil community. Because I believe in love. Love is beautiful. I don't give up love. But I am not going to go with a bad man. I live in Scotland, Edinburgh. You have to have strength. You have to drink water. You look beautiful. Why you don't have strength? Because of a stupid idiot man. Some men are stupid idiot and you don't allow that to thingy you. You just keep going and enjoy life. You meet a good man. There's good men out there and that's the reality. But you have to just not forget that as much as you think about the bad one and talk about them, you know, like I talk about the bad ones a lot. But that doesn't mean that you're going to forget that there's good ones. Try to marry outside of your community. I don't want to just focus on marrying outside of my community. Just because I'm afraid of my community. I don't want to do that because what happens is, even my children, I don't want them to do that. Don't see me talk like this in my videos. I don't talk to my children like my community people are bad. They're evil. Don't near them. Some people do that. Some people from my community, they tell their children to not marry their community people and stuff. I will never do that. I teach my children to love themselves and their community people because that's the reality. If you look at yourself and you know you're good, don't think that you are the only good person from your community and the rest they're all evil. You're the only good one. How? So if you know that inside you're good, you have to know that there are other people like you or even better than you in that community. That's the reality. You know me, I tell myself the truth. That's the problem. Don't see me like this. This truth that I'm telling to my community, I tell it to myself too. I saw good men in my community. I saw it there. I saw some women in my community who have the luck to have good men. That if I have a man like that, me, I'm a joke. I'll be dancing here, singing for all our men every day. I saw it. The man that just go to work and come home, look after his family, you know, just love his family like a good loyal white man. How they do it, buy you flower and just, you know, make you happy. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'll follow you. I don't know if I'm following you. I don't know if you do videos or not, but I'll just follow you. I don't know. So yeah, if anyone is too stressed that they cannot sleep at night or need someone to talk to, they should email me. My email address is above, amiholof@gmail.com. You have to learn how to love yourself, appreciate yourself, but you have to love life. When you love life so much, nothing will make you give up on life. Loving life is not about buying stuff, you know, and showing off. No. That's not what I mean. You look at the sunshine, you feel happy. That's what I mean. Like today, I feel like the sunshine is beautiful. I was supposed to be outside, but I'm here doing video because I've not done serious talk like this in English for so long. Thank you so much. So you see the sunshine, you're happy, and you want to take opportunity and go out and have some sunshine. That's what I mean by love life. You see water and you're happy, you drink it. You know the water is good for you and it's beautiful. You don't look at water like it's poison. You're like, it's tasteless. This is sep. I sell them. People from my country and Somalia and stuff know this. It's very good for you to drink it in a water, especially as a woman. And it smells and tastes so good. You can use it for like 5-6 days. You just keep refilling the bottle. And it's very healthy. It cleanses you as a woman. It has so many health benefits in it. That sep. Yeah, the right man will come. I know. I'm not in a hurry for it. I know. That's why I keep rejecting a lot of men that I see the sign. I keep rejecting a lot of men over the years. A lot of men from my community, Gambia and Senegal, I keep rejecting them because I can see the sign that they cannot be the man I need to be happy with. And I'm going to keep rejecting the entire generation until I meet the man that I can rely on. You have to have a man that you can rely on emotionally before you even think about the financial part. The financial part is important depending where you are and who you are and how your situation is yourself. But the emotional part to me is even more important. Is the person honest and kind, loving, and someone that cannot betray you? Or are they someone you can talk to? I know it's hard to trust human, but at least you have to see the signs that you can trust them. And the fact that a lot of us women, when we are broken, like that woman was saying, when we accept that we are broken, I think everyone, not nobody's broken, but you agree that you're broken, then you're broken. But nobody's broken at all. You cannot break a human. Human is too powerful for that. But I believe that when we experience certain life experience and that we just don't trust again, that's another something as well. If someone sue you that you should trust me, you have to trust them. But some of us are refusing to trust because we just don't want to trust. But some men are not to be trusted at all. The way they talk and the way they behave, you can see that if you trust this man, you are dead. You are Nigerian. Oh, I don't know. I'm here. I'm always here. You can email me. My email address is above for anyone that need me. Which tribe man did you want? You mean what kind of man do I want? I don't know. It's hard to tell, like, I want this kind of man and that kind of man. But just a honest man, I guess. Someone that we connect as well, but he have to be honest. If the man is honest, he can never hurt you. People hurt you because they're not honest. When people tell you that I love you, that means they will never hurt you. I love you is that I'll never hurt you. I'll always protect you and be there for you. That's what I love you is. So if someone said that to you and then they're hurting you, they were just not honest. They were not telling the truth. They either didn't love you then, or they're not honest enough to keep the love going, which is not to hurt you. So I think everyone should look for somebody honest, and that's it. When the person is honest, when they tell you I love you, just know that they're never gonna hurt you. I love you. When you tell someone I love you and you're honest, you don't have to explain nothing. You only have to say I love you. It's finished. That's all you need to say, because that means you never hurt them or lie to them or mistreat them. Because I love you, that word I love you, it covers everything. It covers the fact that you never hurt me, you never lie to me, you never betray me, you always watch out for me. That's what I love you means. I love you is not I like your eyes or I like the sex with you or whatever. No. I love you mean that. But a lot of people don't even know what I love you is. They're just saying it. Anyway, I have to go, guys. I have to go and make dinner. What time it is? It's coming to 6:30 soon. It's 6:20. I have to go and make dinner. But I'm cooking something quick anyway. Right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. That's the heart. My Almighty help your destiny come true. Yeah, thank you. I'm not in a hurry for life. Me, as long as I'm living life, This person want to come in, but me, I have to go. I'm so sorry, guys. The person that, that is waiting. So, yeah, guys, I have to go now. We just have to learn how to love ourselves, protect ourselves, because this life right now, people are too emotional and easily get bad feelings about life or themselves or their life experience, and people don't know how to handle it because people use all those dangerous, damaging words. People use it like it's nothing. I was saying that to my daughter. People use words like, oh, this is terrible, this is a nightmare, that's sad, this, oh, I don't like this, oh, I hate this. People use those damaging words all the time like nothing until people brain catch it. And then when there's something serious happening that you need to use those words, now you're going to overuse it in your mind when you're on your own. It's only damaging when you're on your own. Your mind is only damaging when you're on your own. So it's very important when you're on your own or you're thinking on your own. Doesn't matter if you're with people. It's very important you watch what is going on there. That's the only thing that can damage you. If the whole world is attacking you and what's going in there is positive, they cannot do you anything. Your energy is rejecting them. The whole world can call you witch, prostitute, just calling you all the bad names. And if you know you are not that, you're like, oh, well, I pray for you guys. You're not well because I'm not that. Hello, I'm Amy. I know who I am. Haha. It's not going to affect you. But if you're like, yes, they call me this, I'm this. Or you're like, look at them calling me this. Oh, it feels so sad. Then they're damaging you. Where are you presently? I am in Scotland. So the whole world can call you whatever. Hello, Jerry Jeff. And that's not gonna do you anything. The whole world can treat you bad and that's not gonna do you anything. What can do you something, even if the whole world is treating you good and not doing you nothing, what can still damage you is your mind alone. You can still be sitting down and not happy, thinking about something or just not being happy, even if the whole world is treating you good. I have to go, guys. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I was trying to take this charger off and driving me crazy. All right, guys, I have to go, guys, because my phone is, I don't know what happened to the phone. Maybe the phone is tired. The phone is so dark. I can't even see it was so down. The light on the phone. Summer anti-stress. So it's like that. This person saying my anti-stress. So it's like that. We just have to know as a woman, especially us black women that in our community, especially us women nowadays, even if we are not black, we have to know that as much as the world has so many knowledge now about stress, and they have so many solutions for stress, it can also be damaging if you are not careful. Because now everything have a name and almost everything is depressing now, especially people in the West. They use the word depression all the time. Even when the weather is bad, they're like, this weather is depressing. I never use certain words, maybe because of my life experience. I'm like, what do you mean this weather is depressing? What's depressing about the weather? Do you not see the wind? Do you not see the rain? Do you not see the snow? I'm like, so how is that depressing? It's just a weather. It's going to change. And you're breathing. You're alive. How is the weather outside depressing? Even if you have to go in it, you're going to come back home. You're not living in it. Why are you calling it depressing? You're just looking for things to depress you. So this world we are now, people always look for things to depress them because they don't have real depression. And they create this massive depression worse than people with real depression. So if you have real stress or you have little things that stressing you, be very careful. Because if not, the people will, the situation, the society now will make it a big problem because they nurture the wrong thing. That's another video. But when I talk about serious issues like this, I like to talk about little motivation to hold on to, for people to hold on to. I don't want to just leave them with the stress. I want to give them something to motivate themselves, which is why I'm talking about this a little bit before I go. You have to know that no matter what life gives you, no matter, what happened to you or who you are, you have to learn and change to be better. If you are an evil person who just make people suffer, you have to learn to change, because the karma is going to haunt you. And also you are developing the community to teach them that this is how to treat people. You have to lie and cheat and hurt people or just be idiotic. That's not being a human is. Humans are here to protect this world. That's why God gave us this brain. We're here to protect this earth and protect each other. That's why we know how to build houses so we can have a comfortable home. We are here to protect each other. We're not here to ruin each other. It's very important for humans to know that. And it's very important for us not to take life too seriously. When other humans are going insane, even if you're going to react to their madness, you have to know how to let go and keep going. Don't focus on their madness 24 hours and just developing, nurturing the feelings and going crazy. You see? And you have to know that no matter what happened to you, you always have two choices. Life is amazing because life always gives us choice. To choose a healthier way of living or to choose the miserable way. You can always choose the healthy way. They want me to talk in Wolof. Me, I'm not talking in Wolof. I'm tired talking even now. Keep going. Very important, you keep going. People are so close-minded and sick. And because they have a lot of stress, a lot of people, and they don't know how to deal with it. So the way of dealing with it is to hurt others, gossip, hating on them. It could be family members, friends, anybody, even people at work. It could be anyone. The way they're coping with their stress is to suffer others, or drugs, or alcohol, or sex. Because they cannot deal with it the healthy way. They don't know how, or they just think it's difficult. So they deal with it the unhealthy way like this. And they're gonna come at you for no reason if you're working with them at workplace, or you're friend with them, or family members, or even if you love them, or they can be your parents or your children. So always pay attention to that. Even if you are reacting to it, have a limit. I see you speaking Mandinka. Yeah, I speak Mandinka. Nga Mandinka ngo moyle kay. Nyim video is not Mandinka video. Nyim video mu English video lete. Bari mpareta le vankatale say. Ha. Yes. Sorry. I'm speaking Mandinka. Ha is yes in Mandinka. So yeah, guys, just keep smiling no matter what. Keep joking, keep laughing, keep eating healthy, drink water. See, it's gonna make your skin beautiful. You're not even gonna look your age. You exercise. Thank your God. Thank yourself. Know that you're beautiful. You are special. You are unique. Doesn't matter what you go through and what you have and don't have. You are still beautiful, special, unique. Because no one is like you. No one will ever be like you. I don't think so. Not in a million years. You are the way you are because you are only you. Understand that. And when people trying to make you be like them, you know you're not like them because you are you. For example, me, I'm Ami Job. You cannot make me Fatu or Kumba or nothing. I'm Ami Job. If you forget that I'm Ami Job, I know I'm Ami Job. So because you forget that I'm Ami Job, you think I should be Kumba or Fatu. I know I'm a joke, so I'm not gonna allow that to ruin me or to make me feel less than or something. You understand? Because in the black community, people do that. They want you to be like Kumba or Fatu or da. Especially if you're like me. People love you, but people hate you too. Because the fact that you are ready to end this nightmare. They're like, who the hell are you? To be loved with your daughter because you are black beauty. Don't know what they mean. I never see you. So it's like that. Some of them say they want to marry my daughter and stuff, and they're sick. My daughter is just 15. She turned 15 not long ago. She doesn't even have boyfriend, not I know of. She's not even allowed boyfriend yet. Not I know of. Why are you looking at me? She have a boyfriend?
No. I was confused while we were talking about that. Someone said they want to marry her.
I know. They always say they want to marry my daughter sometime. People from my community, they're sick. And they want to marry her like the way they married me when I was so young or what. They're crazy. Anyway. But yeah. Some of them, I think, want me to keep her for them. And they're serious. Yes. And some of them comment, they're like, can you keep your daughter for my son? Can you help me? I want to introduce my son to you, and so my son can know your daughter for when they grow up, get married. Some of my followers say that. And they're serious. Some contact me from Facebook or Instagram, or just the ones that have my WhatsApp number. They're serious. They're like, I don't mean now, I mean the next 5 years or something when they're grown. I don't know why they want to marry my daughter. I don't know. I'm like, my daughter is not, she's just a baby. I don't mean now. You see, after 5 years. He just typed that. She was gonna laugh if she said this. My daughter she's like me. She's very independent and strong. And she's just focusing on study. I don't think she have a boyfriend. If she does, then she's hiding it. Because she's, according to what I know, she doesn't have a boyfriend. And she does talk to me about when people after her sometime in the school, she will talk to me and we laugh about it. So I don't think she will hide because I'm very open-minded. I tell her if she ever gonna have a boyfriend, she have to tell me. I don't see any sign that she have a boyfriend because I'm very clever. I'm not stupid. I check her. But I don't know, but she must be hiding it. But according to what I know, she's just studying. She's focusing on school. And that's it. And she have a friend. Her parents are from Pakistan. But she's born here just like my daughter. She have a very nice, kind, loving friend. And according to what I know, it's just them. Sometimes the friends come here. Sometimes she goes there. But I don't see her and boyfriend stuff, according to what I know. And how I study her. I can tell when the girls start having boyfriend, there's a way she behave, and there's a way when you talk to her about men, there's a way they behave. You can tell if you have knowledge. According to what I know, she doesn't. So I don't want to introduce her about marriage and stuff right now. I just want to leave her to study. And that's it. I like that type of girls. That's crazy. One day she was in my live video and the followers, they asked her what type of man she want to marry, what community, black or white. She says she want to marry black. I never even asked her that. I don't know why people were asking her that. Oh my God, you guys are weird. But anyway, yeah, let's just leave my daughter alone. She have the opportunity to not marry young like I was. Don't try to introduce her with marriage now. Just leave her alone to study and be free. She will decide who to marry when she's grown enough. She met somebody. So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna control my children's life and who they're gonna marry and like some in-laws do us. I'm not like that. I make them understand that marriage is love and they have to choose someone they love and trust and make sure that they check and see that the person love and trust them too. She's just 15. She just turned 15 not long ago in February. Don't know why people are doing this. Please, I am serious. What the hell? Even if you are a queen son, I'm not going to introduce you to my daughter. So why are you telling me, please? I'm serious. 15-year-old. This is what I'm telling you. This community is sick. They want to marry young people and or try to actually to keep them for them. You cannot keep a wife like you're buying a mango tree and just plant it. You have to just leave the person till they're adult, and you meet them and talk to them. If you're lucky, that's it. There's plenty of people on this world. Why are you buying one woman like you're buying a mango tree and plant it? Or trying to, keep a one woman like that. The woman might grow up and not like you. Do you know that do you see what I'm talking about? Let me just go, guys. I have to go and cook. My community are still sleeping. They still keep women, especially in Africa. They still do like what that old man did to me when I was young. They still pay for women. It's good that you guys see this, that this man commend this. They're still doing this. This man is not joking there. And they're still doing that right now as I'm talking to you, in especially Gambia and Senegal. They're still marrying girls who are 10 or younger. And, the girl have no choice. She's just going to grow up and they're like, this is the husband. And what I mean grow up, I mean like even before 15 years old. Before 15, they give her the man. Sometimes the man will be like, I'm going to wait till she's grown enough. But the man is lying. For the most part, the man will like find a way to sleep with the girl. And then when people find out, they'll be like, she's my wife. She's my wife. It's an accident, but she's my wife. They always do that and getting the girl pregnant when the girl is so young. You were out. I'm still on here, but I'm going. I was out. Today the live video is the longest, Jangha. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever done a live video this long. If I done this, then it must be once or twice the whole time I've been doing video. Because today's one was so long and then cut off and then come back again. I don't stay all day in a live video like some people do. So yeah, guys, the community is still sleeping. They're still believing finding a young girl and keep her until she grow old. When the young girl is just a baby, when she grow old, she might hate your gut. Even right now, she doesn't know what love is. So why people choose love for her? Love is something serious. You cannot choose it for no one. Absolutely no one. It's very serious. The person have to live with the person the next 50 years or something. Even more than 50 years sometime. So how are you going to choose it for them? I don't know. I will never choose love for my children. I'm afraid. Maybe in the future, as they grow older, if I see somebody and they don't have nobody, for example, and I see somebody that I think might be good for them, I might be like, what do you think about this person? Look at this picture. But that's all I will say if they don't have no one. And they, they're like too old and don't have no one, which I don't think it will, because all my children are beautiful. Hi, Jangha. Thank you so much. Oh, you're here donating still. Jangha is girl, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. This is so much, Jangha. Please stop. Oh my God. If I say Jangha to you, Jangha is girl in my language. Oh, stop. This is too much. Do you do live videos too? Yourself? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll come and watch your videos when you are doing video. Rista, and I love your name. Is your name Rista? Your real name? Thank you. Appreciate it. May Allah bless you and bring more money for you. Double the money that you're giving. Oh, that's a beautiful name. I've never come across that name, but it's nice. Rista. So yeah, guys, it's like that. I'm going to close this topic with telling us that the solution to our problem, especially as African women, is for us to love ourselves so much. Appreciate ourselves so much. Not in an arrogant way that when you have a partner, you cannot love them. I'll talk about love, by the way. Don't see me like this. When I talk about how to love your husband or your partner, you'll be like, this is not Amy. I believe like Indian love. You know those Indian movie love? I believe in baby, I love you, you're so handsome, you're this, you're that. Kissing the man like you've never kissed a man. no matter how long you stay with him. That's what I believe. That's why I want the man to be good, because if the man is not good, how you gonna do that? How you gonna kiss a man that is not good? I don't know. I cannot do it, me, I'm a joke. I cannot fake kiss. You cannot fake kiss someone that is doing you bad. You cannot kiss them. Your body is like dead when you see them. How you gonna kiss them and hold them and do stuff with them when they're doing you evil? How? This is why I said they must do good so we can be able to deliver what we're supposed to deliver. We are meant to love these men and appreciate them. So they must allow us to love them by opening their door for us, by doing good. But if they close the door by doing bad, we cannot force our way through and love them when the door is closed. Whenever you're doing bad to someone, you're closing door for them to love you. Doesn't matter who they are to you. It's like they're telling you, I'm here to love you. You're like, no, don't love me. Stay away. That's why you're doing that. Whatever you're doing to them, that is wrong. You're not crazy. You know what you're doing here. So you must stop it and open door for them. You stop what you're doing and then you give them love. It's like you're welcoming them to love you back. It's like someone coming to your house, you open your door and you smile. You're like, welcome, Janga, hi, welcome, nice to see you. They're coming. Not someone coming to your door, knock, and you see them and you lock the door. That's what you're doing when someone loves you and you're hurting them. That's what you're doing. You're locking the door, telling them to go away. You don't want their love. You stop hurting them. You open the door. You do good. Appreciate them. Show them love. Show them care. You open the door and you smile. You not just open the door. You know how you go to somebody's house and they open the door like, as if they don't want you there. I've never done that, but you know what I mean? Because when you open the door for someone, you have to smile and talk to them like, hi, nice to see you, this person, you know, whoever they are. When you have peace with them, that's how it should be. So they can feel welcome and be happy. That's when someone loves you and they're doing good. They're opening door for you to love them back. This is what my community don't know. My community, Gambia and Senegal community, especially Senegal, train the women to force their way through inside the locked door, the chain door. They have to force their way through, screw and force and break, find a hole to fit in, to get in, to love this man. Which is why they said, marriage is pain. They have this saying in my community that is very damaging. They said, marriage is pain, marriage is not happiness. Anybody that think marriage is peace, they're not ready to marry. Because marriage is not peace, marriage is pain. And no matter what, you have to stay there and suffer the pain because you're doing it for God. Which is they're telling you, even if the man close all doors for you to not love them, or the woman, but they're talking to the woman like this, then they should still find their way to break into, like a sick mouse, finding places to dig, to find a hole to sneak into the man's heart and love them. That's you finding way to still have sex with this man, kiss this man, call this man my husband or my baby, cook for him even, look after him, and just be a nice wife to him when he's closing all the doors. You getting me? Why the community want the women to suffer that much after all the women suffer growing up? A lot of the women suffer from home that people beat them, traumatize them. And the community still have the gut to want the women to grow up and struggling to love someone. Because they have to force and fake the love. Because the person is not going to allow them to love them because the person is so evil, closing all the doors. And they have to find, fight their way. Thank you for following me. All of you that are following me. I don't even know why people are following me because the way I talk and the way I talk about my community is just so crazy sometimes. But thank you guys. You understand? I just don't understand my community. That's why I'm talking like this. Nothing is wrong with me. I just don't understand my community. Why they pretending like they're mad and nothing is wrong with them? They see what I'm saying. They're not mad. And they want us all to marry. Even me, they always like, Amijo, go and get married. Get out of here. And they know that to find a good marriage in our community is like picking diamond on the street. It's like me coming out now and picking diamond. That's rare, yeah. I must be lucky. Exactly. So why they just choking people to get married, I don't know. Thank you so much. Me, I sell all these clothes as well. So anybody that want the clothes, let me know. I sell them in different colors. Most of my clothes I wear in my videos, I sell them. Right, guys, I have to go now. So let's just keep loving ourselves. Drink water. Eat healthy. Don't give up on life. Love or not. Don't give up on anything. If you have a dream, you have a goal of where you want to be, don't give up. No matter how many times you fail that goal, don't give up. Keep coming back to it and keep going. Inshallah, you shall get there one day. Don't accept what people do to you or what life do to you. Life and people are always going to make you feel like a failure. If you allowed it, don't allow it. It's not expensive. It comes with a wrapper and a hair tie. It's not expensive. Just email me. My email address is above and I'll give you my number. Let me see if I can give you my WhatsApp, but I don't know whether TikTok will allow it. This TikTok is sick sometime and stuff, but 4479 44855 That's my WhatsApp. That's my WhatsApp. I don't know whether you have to screenshot it or what you're gonna do to save the WhatsApp. I'll send it to you. Where do you live? I have different colors and I have a lot of different nice dresses, not just this one. I have the main one. They're coming. I'm making them for Eid because the Ramadan is coming. So it's like that. I love my community. Everyone should love their community people and love everyone in general. A lot of us black people hate our community people, especially us abroad. A lot of black people will say, me, I don't have any friend from my country. I hate my country people. I don't know how they say that. That's embarrassing. And that means you hate yourself. Are you not from your country? So, I love my country people there. Because I love myself and my family. So I cannot hate my country people. I just want us to love ourselves. Stop this crazy skin bleaching. Stop this stop all this crazy nightmare stuff that is going on in the community. Stop this going to prison. Stop this alcohol, drugs. Stop this idiotic behavior. All of them. Love, the wrong, the bad love, everything. I want us to learn to love ourselves and be clean and be honest, kind, loving to ourselves and to the universe. That's my mission. If I have one magic word, I will do that for the whole world. We can all have peace. No war, nothing. This is our solution. I have to go. Car. Don't wanna lekk de. Maa ngi sa digg nangam taan wi. This person say me I talk a lot. Any person from my community that saying I talk a lot. Car, they cannot do me anything. Even if I talk a lot, how is that their business? I do videos. What did they want me to do? Sleeping? Some people talk a lot. That's why they have the job of talking, working in the radio or whatever. What is your business with that? Are you not good at nothing? How is that when I'm good at talking? That's a problem. When I'm doing videos, I'm not supposed to be good at talking. You can go and watch people who do meditation. You're good at putting people down. If I'm good at talking, you're good at putting people down. so how you better than me? Yéen ñi dee wax ne man maa bëri wax kaar maa ngi seen digg nangam taan wi di walkaane ak soble su mokkee ma sotti ko sa ngeen dee yéen ak seen juróom ñaari maam yéen ñëppay dee ma jaale leen waaye man mënu leen maa rey nit dafa xam lu man kenn ku ne ak lu man la man su dee maa bëri wax xanaa gisoo nit ñi liggéey si rajo yi ak nit ñu bëri wax man su dee maa bëri wax kon yow nga mën a tooñ ta do xaj noo ma gënee man maa bëri wax yow nga mën a tooñ ta sañ wax ta do xaj te doo dëmm buy hut nit ku bëri wax nga lekk ko ak a hut nit koo gémmiñ pour mu dee kon yow noo ma tane foog naa man maa la tane de ndax ma suma bëri wax gi du la wàññi dara yow sa loxo bi nga war a génn rek bu ma seetaan nga seetaan keneen waaye mënoo contrôle sa baaraam yi nga koy bës seetaan ko waaye léegi fi ma la tanee mooy yow ngay ñëw di ma jéem a gémmiñ pour nga rey ma kon yow su ma bëree wax yow nga do dëmm nga do ko sañ te yabaate te xamadi te do xaj te do dëmm loolu de foog naa bëri wax moo ko tane. What I'm telling this person is that if I talk a lot, this person, they're rude, arrogant, not happy with their life, and they also wizard or witch or wizard because it's a man, it's a wizard. That's why they're trying to mouth me, bad mouth me or whatever, like to tell me that you talk a lot, to cause me so something can happen to me. So them they all of this and me I talk a lot. How are they better than me? I don't know. This is what I'm saying. My country people, especially the men, they're bullies. Lot of the men from my country, they're bullies. They're narcissistic bullies. Góor yu bëri yu jógee suñ Gambie ak Sénégal. Góor ñu bon ta do xaj lañ te bulli lañ te bëgguñ jigéen. te dañ dee bulli jigéen di ñaawal jigéen di tuutil jigéen mais ni xaj bu sibbutu ci digg internet bi sax ñuy won nit ñi seen jikkoy xaj ji. See, this is what I'm saying. Lot of men from my country, they are bullies. It's good that he did this so you guys can see it, you see. Don't worry guys, as you keep coming to this video, you will know who these men are. The evil men that I talk about, you see them. Lot of men from Gambia and Senegal, they are bullies, especially the Senegalese men, they are worse. Lot of them are bullied to women. They hate women. They just use women for sex and food. And for the woman to give back to them, especially sons. Lot of Gambia and Senegal women only after sons. They hate other people, they only want sons. And they use the women for sex and food and to give them son. Hello, thank you. Yéen góori Sénégal yéen a gën a raw sax góori Gambie yéen a gën a bon góori Gambie yéen ñu ci bëri te yéen buggu leen jigéen ngeen a xeet jigéen ngeen di use jigéen pour sexe ak pour xam doom ak togg te doom ji sax doom ju góor rek ngeen bugg yéen ñu ci bëri doom ju jigéen bu ngeen ko xamee bu ngeen ko buggee ñàkk pexe la yéen ñu ci bëri. ngeen di use jigéen pour sexe ak lekk ak doom yéen góori Sénégal yéen a raw sax góori Gambie foofu ngeen a yàpp jigéen def jigéen muy xaj ngeen a soxot ak bon taxame ji koy xaj yéen ñu ci bëri. You can talk about the woman problem, who cares? Def leen seen bopp nit ku fi ñëwati di ma gémmiñ maa ngi sa digg nangam taan we sa digg nangam taani sa juróom-ñaari maam yi falaane di walkaaneeg jimbo bu mokkee ma sotti ko ci sa entire generation bi yépp dee. dégg ma mënu leen maa rey mënu leen maa gémmiñ ba dara jot ma mënu leen maa teree wax kon ñu robi leen yéen ñi bugguma ma noppi yépp ndax man li may wax pour yow la ak sa mbokk yi ak sa koo xam ak koo xamut yépp. I'm talking for all my community. Why they want me to stop talking, I don't know. They can get to hell. They know I'm not gonna stop. If they want us to talk about the woman, who's telling them not to talk about the woman? Anyway, I have to go, guys. If not, I'll stay here all day. Bye. I already stay here all day. See you again. I'll put this video on YouTube later on, inshallah. Thank you for all of you that was here today. I really appreciate you all. I pray for us to have a good night. And I pray for us to have a happy, healthy life, inshallah. Successful, happy, healthy life. Bye, guys. Yal nañu Yàlla may jàmm and fan wu gudd ak wér gi yaram. Dinaa leen gis, inshallah, beneen yoon. Bye. Thank you. Jërë ngeen jëf. Bye bye.